Oh my God, I love that song.
I Shazammed it.
You Shazammed it?
From the Blackberry Smokes.
Well, Blackberry Smoke, yes.
Oh, yeah, Blackberry Smoke.
It's called Waiting for the Thunder by Blackberry Smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Off their album Like an Arrow.
I needed something to make me feel good. I'm trying to leave my girl, and now I think she's pregnant, so woo!
I thought you said you weren't going to talk about
Fuck it. Blackberry Smoke's got me feeling good. I'm a sick fucking guy, folks. The sick fucking guy. That's what I like to do, is pigeonhole myself and give myself anxiety that I go into a fucking coma.
Are you kidding me? We just spent 20 minutes. Hey, what's up, Artie Lange?
And now Artie Lange comes in.
And then Artie Lange just, I don't know if he tripped or fell or
Artie
dropped
looks
something.
good. Clean shaven.
Oh, my God. What's up, Artie Lange? How are you, buddy?
Fucking Artie, baby.
Distefano's here.
Big Artie.
He can't make it to my fucking show. He comes in here.
What?
It's a lot easier.
He's always sick.
It's a lot easier to get here than over to Hoboken.
I always text his booker, Dan Filato, and then I get canceled.
Right. Well, you can take a ferry, can't you?
Yeah, I could.
It's a millennial gang rape.
If I take a ferry, can I be on your podcast? How does that work?
Your car.
Ooh,
I don't need this condescending podcast shit. Let me tell you something. Gandhi Rat is the biggest hit in Hoboken. Everyone keeps yelling Gandhi Rat at me. You got a lot of listeners in Hoboken.
I like that. I like knowing people are listening to this horse shit.
These motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking rat. Catching shit. I used to be Gandhi.
You're not going to believe what just happened, Artie Lange, as you walked in. We got Blackberry Smoke, Waiting for the Thunder, and Chris is going through hell and back. It's a great song.
Oh,
that Jim Florentine actually turned me on to. He turned me on to Blackberry Smoke. He said, "Man, you got to listen to this band." I'm like, "Yeah." Then other people say, "Man, you got to listen to this
what's
band."
What's the band and what's the song?
Yeah. It's called
Blackberry's the band.
Blackberry Smoke. Waiting for the Thunder. It's like country meets Southern rock.
Okay,
they're bringing Southern rock.
It's back. Like Chelsea Handler. Are you there, Chelsea? It's me, vodka.
yeah, pretty much like that.
Are you there, talent? It's me, Chelsea.
I can't stand her Netflix show. If we're going to be honest on this fucking radio show,
she's terrible.
I fucking tried. I can't stand it.
She's if you Google direct opposite of funny, her picture would come up. She is horrendous.
DOF, direct opposite of funny.
Are you there, herpes? It's me, Chelsea.
So Chris has all hell's breaking loose in his personal life, and we're talking about it for like
what happened?
Well, hold on. I got to set this up properly. So for 20 minutes, we're sitting here, and he's telling me everything that's going on, and I'm like, man, this would make great radio. It's like, I just can't do it, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it. Then I play
That's how they get you.
Then I play this "Waiting for the Thunder" song by Blackberry Smoke, and then he just spills the beans because he was feeling the song.
Fucking shit.
Because of music?
Music, man.
Chris is like my guy, you know. Chris is like a younger brother. What happened? Is something bad happening?
Trying to, going through like a bit of a rough time, break up with the girl.
Oh, you broke up?
Yeah, but now she thinks she's pregnant. Oh. So it's like you're trying to leave, but you know what I mean?
So he was basically had one foot out the door. He's been sleeping on the couch.
Oh, God.
And then all of a sudden she pulls the "I'm pregnant with your second kid" thing.
I thought you didn't have to pull out.
Can we get out a verbatim thing of what I told him, like when this happened? Like when I said, whatever you do.
Right.
Whatever. I mean, no one saw the breakup coming.
Well, yeah. Well, I thought that you didn't
Chris would get laid if he was a plumber. And he's a successful comic on the road. It's like, Jesus Christ, you're printing pussy. And all of a sudden he kisses me with, "I'm getting married." You fucking
idiot. I thought you didn't have to pull out. My fucking high school biology teacher, Dr. Sheehan, told me you didn't have to pull out if girls were on their period. I guess it's wrong. Fuck you, Dr. Sheehan.
You're not familiar with sex. Even your father should have slapped you around.
I know.
I should have got together with that guy.
I haven't even told my dad. He'll have a fucking stroke.
So you were having sex with her on her period, and now she's pregnant.
That's what she's claiming.
I think I would have been thinking the same thing you did, that you can't really get a girl pregnant when she's on her period.
That's what I thought.
Don't believe women at all. That's the point. That's the fucking point. Are you sure it's your kid? It could be Aziz Ansari's.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, she's not a dude.
Dude,
no, I'm kidding.
Best thing oh my God, dude. The one night when we were at the cellar when we saw Aziz, can I say? I don't know if you even remember.
Oh, no.
If it's real, you could say it.
Okay, so Artie's on stage, right, at the cellar. I wasn't even passed at the cellar yet, and I was just, Artie's actually the guy that got me in there.
That's right.
And thank you. It's been going great. You can see me there Tuesday, 4 a.m.
I got him an audition. His talent got him in. But you got to recommend
my
somebody.
talent, and I can suck a dick.
He's the only guy I ever sponsored.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And
no problem.
So thank you.
Well, I didn't know the connection between you two. That's
that's good. Artie, I opened up for him because the fucking anxiety-ridden lunatic Joe Matarese canceled a date once, opening for him at Caroline's.
Joe has changed.
So Louis Ferranda, the great the booker of Caroline's, filled me in, and then we started working together, and then he drove me home and started taking me on the road, and that was the first time I got ever like a real theater experience was with Artie.
Louis Ferranda filled you in.
Yes. Yeah, Louis Ferranda filled me in.
Change that sentence. No, but he was great, though. He was great on stage, and I told him not to open for him because you're a headliner now.
Yeah.
Did you have to ever do drugs with Artie? That's the question everyone wants to know.
Just buy them.
No. What Artie? No, Artie.
You're on the buy them stage.
No, Artie, I remember it was at the point.
Hey, kid, go get me in here.
I have never shared a fucking drug in my life. I don't understand that concept.
I don't even mean shit.
This was back in 2013. What we used to do is Artie, you do the cellar, and then we would walk around the block together because you want to stay away from it. So we would walk around the block, and we usually stop at 3 pizzerias.
Something white was going to be mozzarella. I was going to
So you guys would take walks around.
Take walks around the block.
Yeah, it was like,
go for drives.
He was a perfect comic for my stuff
at that time.
The guy's guy, and
nice.
And I tried to take him under my wing.
Yeah.
And I said,
then
whatever
Bob
you
Levy
do,
stepped in.
Oh yeah, Bob Levy. Listen, get a chick pregnant.
I took
That's
Bob
worked
Levy's
for
advice.
Bob.
Bob Levy's advice: do Xanax and get girls pregnant.
Listen,
so you were out the door.
Out the door.
Now what are you going to do?
Hey, look, I've come mentally. I'm prepared for whatever happens.
This is exactly the song "The River" by Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
And I got married pregnant. Man, that was all she wrote. For my 35th birthday, I got a union card and a wedding coat.
He's living a Lifetime movie, though, this guy.
Dude, I'm trying to get on the Oxygen Network.
You should be in a Lifetime movie.
I should. If I lost a few pounds, I'm fucking filled up with Cheez-Its.
You should marry Chelsea Handler. Marry Chelsea, that's the move. She would fuck anybody right now.
I'll take it.
She wants a less successful comic to take on the red carpet. That could be me, too.
Yeah.
I might go for this.
I'm in love with Sarah Silverman.
So she's not going to fuck you.
So is Norm Macdonald, according to his book.
Norm.
Are you reading his book, Artie?
Well, yeah, I'm in it, so I had to check. He was very nice to me. He left out a lot of very nefarious shit.
Really?
Yeah, the night, I'll tell it. The night I auditioned for Dirty Work, I met him and Bob Saget. They knew that I had been in jail. I just got out of jail for possession of cocaine.
Right.
And they still gave me the part. But they said, why don't we go out and to see if we have chemistry together. We'll go shoot pool together. So me, Norm, and Saget go and shoot pool. And there were these 3 Mexican kids right next to us shooting pool. And they had that look on their face like we have cocaine. And I bought cocaine from the Mexican guys in the bathroom, did cocaine with them, walked out on cocaine in front of the 2 guys who just got me back into show. I learned a more destructive thing has never happened.
Yeah, right.
Like Norm was even saying, the only guy who would have given me the job is Norm, because Norm loves losers. He goes, look, man, I just love a loser. You're good at one thing, but that one thing can buy your mom a house. I think that's interesting.
I remember I was reading Artie's book, because you put that in your book.
Yeah.
And I remember reading it, and I was on the L train, and my stop was Halsey Street. And I remember the stop before was Myrtle and Wyckoff.
Yeah.
And I remember reading that part and going, fucking Artie. And then closing the book and just getting off the train one stop before and walking home.
I woke up the next day. I blacked out. I woke up the next day in a hotel room in Santa Monica. And I said, I fucking blew this again. How did I do this again? I got on a TV show. I blew that. I got in a movie and I blew that. And 10 minutes later, I was ready to call the cab company and say, I'm driving a cab again.
Right.
And Norm called me with Saget. And Norm's the only guy who stood up for me. He said, you got the part, man. Just don't fucking bring it over the border. And he goes, I just love a loser, man.
You know what? Being behind the scenes a lot with Artie, like I was a couple of years ago, he's got the most open heart. Will give an actual crazy, ex-Stern fan or just Artie fan. Artie will give him his actual real phone number, his real address, really helped him out to the point where you got to see his managers and when the road. I remember one time we were at Levity Live. Yeah. and some guy with hair down to his ass, and a fucking looked like he had a chainsaw. Walks in, is like, Artie told me to come backstage, and people are like, who the fuck are you? And then Artie was like, yeah, this guy reached out to me, and I told him he come. So it's great to see that, you know.
That's also why I'm 50 and broke. But, I for a little while, right before you, Chris, the last days of Stern, I had, on the road with me, I had a guy getting me drugs and a guy keeping me away from drugs.
Right.
On the road with me. So, you know, that one cancels out the other. But Chris was always good to me. He was always a good, he worked out.
Right. I represented hope. Then I met a Puerto Rican girl. now,
listen, you had a kid with a Puerto Rican. You won the mulatto once.
Yes.
You're going for it again?
Oh my God, dude! When she told, I said, "What? Why
wouldn't you?"
I can't even tell my old man yet. He's probably.
Does she know she's Puerto Rican? Does your father know she's Puerto Rican?
Yeah. Well, at first, I told her she was 100% Italian.
Sicilian. You could get away with that.
Sicilian.
I took a light-skinned black chick to a wedding once.
Yeah. But once she wanted to put ketchup on the chicken parm, he knew.
I went down that road. I went down that road once as well. And you do use the old, she's 100% Italian.
Yeah, okay.
Because you don't want to explain it every time. Yeah. There's a lot of people that are accepting.
Yo, you got some mozzarella?
There's a lot of people that are accepting.
Is that her?
She's gorgeous.
She is gorgeous.
Oh,
but she looks either way. She could be Middle Eastern, Italian, Spanish. But it's good that she's New York. Italians and Puerto Ricans, we hook up.
All right, listen. So you knew the relationship wasn't totally okay. Were you using protection besides the time she was on her period?
No, I haven't used protection. What is it?
She's Puerto Rican. I mean, a bodyguard.
No, but
did you have any protection?
We had sex with a bulletproof vest on.
Yeah, this is Rocco. He's my protection.
But if you know things are shaky, why wouldn't you go back to using protection for a while?
I feel like I gotta live in the chaos. Like I feel like that's how, as much as I don't want to. Like I openly knew what I was doing, not pulling out.
You want to live in the chaos. You do a bit called Anxiety Tuesdays.
I know.
You don't want to live in the chaos.
I don't, but it's like this norm that I'm used to.
I'm addicted to chaos. That's the worst thing. I love it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I don't want it.
I love it. Normal. It's stuff's normal gets boring, but you start to think maybe I'll get a Puerto Rican chick pregnant.
So what are you going to do now, man?
Well, hey, like I said, I'm ready.
When are you going to find out if she's pregnant?
Probably over the next month. What
do you mean over the next month?
I don't know.
It's a lot of certainties in your life.
Wait, is she stringing you along, hoping that you're gonna like change your mind? Why would she tell you if she's pregnant right away?
Well, she did it. She just saying
she's a chick.
It's kind of like I think knows I'm out the door, but I'm not well. But
what is the guy code on this? You're fucked. Guy code.
Here's the real
what's
TV
Lady
show.
Marmalade? The DJ say that. Lady Charlemagne.
Oh, Charlemagne the God. Let's see the God. What does he have to say about
Charlemagne
the God?
You want Dr. Steve to find out if he could even get a girl pregnant through...
Yeah, Dr. Steve, you could call in.
Oh, wait, so you're waiting on... Oh, she don't know for sure
She doesn't know, but she's just like, I feel it.
She's buying time because she knows you mean it this time.
Feel it? What does she feel?
I don't know, a kick.
Was it Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Your kid's beautiful with her.
No, it's beautiful. I have a beautiful family. I'm proud
you didn't
of
want to talk about this on the radio.
Then the Blackberry Smokes fucking lifted me up.
What's the song say?
I don't know.
It's just waiting
was a
for
good
the thunder. I guess that's good.
I'm also so depressed. I'm at the point where I don't give a shit what happens. I'll just say anything.
Let it out there.
Let it out.
What is the girl code on this?
Jesus. So I don't know.
What kind of flow was it?
I thought it was heavy enough.
Heavy enough where she's not pregnant.
Yes. Was it like the horse in The Godfather? You're pregnant again.
I thought so, but hey, you know what? Whatever. I just have to fucking realize that shit like this happens to me for what reason I don't know. Yeah, maybe what somebody said. It's season 2 of a fucking. If I get a sitcom
of your sitcom, yeah, certainly you got season 2 now.
What, do you have a sitcom?
Pilot. I have a pilot.
It's gonna be filming the pilot.
I'm filming the pilot in March. Artie's up for the dad role.
Am I?
I would, of course.
I
always.
have to audition for it.
You'll read it. You know how they are.
You know how they are.
Why is Horatio Sands here?
You know how they are.
Yeah.
You mean Puerto
perfect,
Ricans?
perfect world, it would be either Artie Lange, Nick DiPaolo, or Colin Quinn.
Oh,
Those would be
I would
perfect.
have to turn it down. I can't do that anyway. I can't do a steady job. I know in advance. No, I don't want. Are you serious?
Hey.
No, I can't do it.
Well, it's not till for a while anyway.
Well,
We'll get a
in
call if you
advance,
get a call.
I can't do it.
First of all, I'll take a little taste.
You'll take a taste?
What am I to you?
What do you want to be?
I mean, we're friends, but I'm a lot older than you, so it's not going to look like we're friends on TV.
The annoying neighbor.
You know,
Eric!
you can be my stepson's father.
I had to play Chris O'Donnell's best friend in a movie for 30 years. It looked like I put his cable in that morning. Zero chemistry.
I got it.
It looked like I just mugged him.
I got it.
But you know, I can't do steady work anymore. I had the best job ever. I got a regular on a Judd Apatow HBO show. I'm tired of that.
I heard you did great in it.
Yeah, well, one season. I don't want to do it.
Fuck. Is it all filmed?
It's great.
It was on film. We shot it in the summer.
I mean, is it all done?
It's all done.
Nice.
The first season is, yeah.
All right. When does it come out?
February.
All right.
Yeah.
Very cool. I got Dr. Steve. We got to find this shit out. Dr. Steve.
No, yeah, please, that's so. Chris, I feel for you, man. But if she's not pregnant, just get all feet out the door.
I know. It's we love each other. I love my kid. I support everything my kid does. But I just.
All right, let's talk to Dr.
All right, Dr. Steve.
Even Dr. Steve's saying get out. Dr. Steve, so he thinks he got his girl pregnant while she's on her period. What's the deal there?
Okay, it's unlikely, but the odds are not anywhere close to zero. So think about it.
Okay. All right.
Sperm can live up to about 5 days hunting around for a.
You might have Cromartie sperm.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You don't want that sperm.
No.
So you're saying my sperm can fucking 5 days? That's like a gig at Morty's in Indianapolis.
There you go. Yeah, that's just
a
looking
weekend of
around
crackers.
for an egg to fertilize. And if she, for some reason, has an early ovulation, then yeah, the two can meet up.
Steve, can I tell you this? This is exactly what you said, Dr. Steve. She said that it happened. She was bleeding. Then I of course didn't pull out, and then she said she stopped bleeding.
Okay. Here's the other thing.
Oh shit.
Some women will bleed in the middle of their cycle. It's called, and they'll have pain and bleeding, and it's just called ovulatory bleeding. And that's actually when they ovulate, and they're the most fertile when that happens.
Some women will bleed in the middle of an argument.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
Honey, you're bleeding.
So you're saying, Dr. Steve, that could have been because she's telling me she's been pregnant before. She's saying, Chris, I feel pregnant. Okay.
Oh, okay. So she hasn't done a pregnancy test yet?
No, because I mean this.
Those are hard.
This was a week ago when I did it. When this happened.
All right. But Dr. Steve, she can find out if she's pregnant already, right?
Yeah. Her pregnancy.
So why
test
isn't
should
she
be
fucking
positive.
taking the test?
All right, I'll go to CVS.
She's fucking with you. She's fucking with our
me.
friend
That's
Chris
what they
Distefano.
do. That's what they do.
She knows
Dr. Steve.
This is what I say. She knows she's not pregnant, but she also knows that you're pretty much out the door, so she's buying some time to win you back.
No, I think she is pregnant. Why would she lie to me about that?
Oh,
Chris, all right, go with you. I have to talk to Chris. The fuck? Where did you grow up in Kansas?
I think we got to end the radio show. Go get a beer. Artie will have
It's
some
just way
water.
past the BlackBerry song.
It really is.
You're talking future shit here, dude. You're gonna give birth to the Latin Kings.
We moved way past BlackBerry smoke. We're now
the next John Leguizamo in that.
We're now into the Cures catalog.
Yeah, exactly. You're at the Puerto Rican Day Parade with a belly shirt and a big belly.
Oh fuck! So
Chris, when did this intercourse happen?
About 7 days ago.
7 days ago. Okay, so now it's a little bit too soon to do the pregnancy test, really.
Okay.
The early pregnancy test will detect pregnancy about a week after implantation, which he could have been right on the verge if she had mid-cycle bleeding.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'd wait another week.
Wait another week.
Okay. I am freaked out here.
I'm freaked out.
No, I'm freaked out for you because you guys had sex 7 days ago, and she's already saying, "I feel like I'm pregnant."
Well, you know
What's she feeling?
You know what sucks? I've been to your house and those steps are slippery. I mean, that's dangerous. I mean, just off subject. Those steps are very slippery. You should really get that taken care of.
You should mop your.
I know a brick guy in Newark who can help
I'm
you
just
out.
saying,
You should mop your floors with Crisco when you get home.
And I know you have those seizures where your leg kicks out sometimes.
And you have a stabbing motion, right?
Don't you have those seizures where your leg kicks out in front of the slippery steps?
You might want to book a cruise.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
And do the old pusheroo.
Think how funny the kid would be.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you know,
Mine's too far.
that is the perfect place to kill somebody. A cruise.
Yeah. The old.
Anyway, moving
rock
on.
All right. Well,
be
Steve,
fine.
all right. One last question. So, if they had sex 7 days ago and she's saying, I feel like I'm pregnant, is that actually possible that women will feel like they're pregnant right away?
I don't know. Possible, likely.
Don't sugarcoat this shit. We feel like he's being played.
Yeah, it sounds like BS to me, to be honest.
All right. Does that make you feel a little better, Chris?
I guess, but I don't know. I can feel her energy, and it felt truthful.
Yeah, God.
Is that the gayest thing I've said this week?
That's way better than doing a scientific pregnancy test. No problem.
All right. Well, I'll wait a week then, Dr.
Well, it might
Steve.
not be the gayest thing. Did you say I sucked a cock this week?
Yeah, to get into the comedy
That would be
cellar.
the
I
only
said that
gay-
about 10 minutes
That's
ago.
the only gay thing.
What do you think, Artie?
I think I have a Puerto Rican too. I have the best kind of Puerto Rican, one you don't know about.
It's just somewhere out there.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't trust it 7 days. I mean, come on, first of all. Second of all, yeah, there's something going on here. I think she looks at you as a catch. You have a pilot. You have an offer out to meet it for the father.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff's going on.
Yeah.
No, I mean, so you
It could
feel
just be a control
you
thing.
want out of the thing. You want out of it. You
I
had
was
your
trying to,
druthers.
yeah. I was looking at fucking.
Does she listen to this?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Does she know Rick
I would have
Dorf?
gotten a text already.
Does she know Rick Dorfman's your manager?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's one negative. The worst manager of all time.
He's probably listening.
He is the worst.
He's listening on JetBlue.
He's not listening. Two of his clients are on the show. Why would he listen?
Yeah. En route to LA. Well, yeah. If JB's not on, why did you listen? Yeah.
JB Smooth.
Oh, he's got JB.
Yeah. JB is the best.
He parlayed JB Smooth's hit work on Curb Your Enthusiasm to a cooking show. he's doing well on the biggest HBO show ever, and now he's doing a cooking show.
He's
interviewing the fourth lead of The Wire.
Wow. Anything else, Dr. Steve?
Nope.
All right. You
thanks,
enjoying
Steve.
this? I mean, Chris wasn't even going to talk about this shit, but then
it's
the
awesome.
blackberry smoke got him all fucking pumped up.
That's this generation. Play Can't You See by Marshall Tucker. Will be telling us he sucked a cock in the
they sound a little like Marshall Tucker when they slow it down.
Do they really?
Not to get serious.
Did you ever hear Can't You See by Marshall Tucker?
Well, can't you see? No.
Oh, it's a great
You'll
song.
tell everything.
Who's Marshall Tucker?
Oh,
no, let's just
forget
stop.
about
Let's
it.
just stop.
You want to hear a little bit of it?
Is this a guy I absolutely should know?
You know the song.
I mean,
All right, I'm sure I know. So let's
It's an
see. Let's see.
iconic song, but it's really this gets to me with broads. Like this bullshit.
you're sleeping on the couch?
It's on the couch. Well, tonight
You're
I guess
sleeping
I'll
on the
sleep in the
couch.
bed.
And she's pregnant in the other room.
Yeah.
Where's your kid with her?
But,
Running back and forth between you and
running
her?
back and forth.
The
Yeah.
first kid. I forgot about the first kid.
First baby, yeah.
How old is she?
No, well, my daughter is a year and a half. My stepson's 6.
There's a stepson?
Stepson. Yeah, I
Oh
got a whole
my-
dude. Yeah,
oh my
I had it
God.
fucking made. 1 bedroom, Long Island City, views of the
Artie, you
river.
know
The
this.
story gets crazier and crazier.
Artie, he went on a date with her, and fast
I
forward a
remember that,
week,
yeah.
he had an instant family. Like
You told me, yeah.
she got pregnant, like supposedly from the first date.
I could
date.
not believe that when you told me that.
I know, it's crazy.
Wow.
So you know
That's
the
crazy.
story.
Yeah, no, it's
She
that was
seems-
quick.
she's-
What happened? Like,
I don't know.
yeah.
I really, dude. As soon as I told my
I
dad
don't even know
that,
what to say.
as soon as I told my dad that a year and a half ago, with the situation, he called. He was like, my stepmom's name is Diane. He was like, Diane, get the easy pass. I got to go to Queens.
No kidding.
He was right over the
He's
Verrazano
gonna,
Bridge.
He's going to beat you over the head with an easy pass.
Did he knock down your door? What the
I
fuck,
remember
Chris?
He was, where the fuck is the easy pass?
What are
Did
you
you learn anything
What are you
from me?
doing?
He said he was doing 100 down the BQE. Fucking.
Oh my god.
That wasn't going to make a difference.
I know.
Steve, you
Too
good?
late.
Say what?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Hey.
All right. I just want to hang up on you.
No, I know. Thank you. Check out Weird Medicine on this channel. All
right.
4 a.m. on Wednesdays. That's, 4
a.m. on Wednesdays.
Time now.
Boy,
That's
you're
also
kicking
going to be in the
ass.
Comedy Cellar.
You're kicking
Yeah, I'm
your
kicking fucking ass.
You're like a young Alan Freed.
I don't know what's sadder. The time for your show or Chris's situation.
The worst time slot ever.
4 a.m. on a Wednesday.
Yeah, 4 a.m. Wednesday.
I'll be up listening because of the background I have from the couch.
Oh my God! 4 a.m. Wednesdays. Don't get Dr. Steve.
I say fuck Chris Distefano. We got to make sure Dr. Steve's okay.
4 a.m. Wednesdays.
Imagine you're in medical school and that's what you get out of it.
Yeah. Well, at least you can listen am I
You
doing?
disappear off the planet for 7 years studying, and you got 4 a.m. on Wednesdays.
Just open up your window and then do the show out the window.
Oh my God.
The same thing.
Yeah, I got the good news, bad news call from Don Wicklin a little while back.
What was that?
Good news. We're keeping you on the channel. You're the last man standing. The bad news is it's 4 a.m.
The bad news is you're talking to the only guy listening to the show.
Yeah. It's a good show, but they blew up this place about a month or so ago. You might have heard a thing or two.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Steve. Good luck
All
with that
right,
4 a.m.
Take care.
Wednesday.
Bye.
Is that like Wednesday, or is it late Wednesday, which is actually Thursday morning? How does that work?
Who's up at that? I mean, who's listening to him? If you're up at that point and you're having fun, why would you turn him on?
I don't know.
Right.
That's horrible.
The party's going late. At 4 a.m., I'm going to turn Dr. Steve on.
The only people that are up listening to that are people coming in to do a real morning show. They got to get up early.
People who plot a fake pregnancy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going fake pregnancy. I'm going with she's buying some time. She loves the shit out of you. She knows she did you wrong, and she's trying to figure out her faults in this.
Well, why do you want to leave? Just there's nobody else, right?
No.
Right.
No, I just.
No one else feels pregnant in your life.
No, dude. No, I don't know. I just feel like I'd just be better off not being there. You know, not being like accused all the time. You know, that's how I felt.
So you're in a relationship.
Yeah, right. But it was easier when I was, single. I'm a dad now, so that's not going to change. But I just felt like, you know what? If I had my own spot, maybe not get in trouble for fucking going to have a, beer with somebody.
Dude, you're married. I mean, that's gonna.
I get accused of cheating if I shave my pubes. That's where it's at.
Gonna happen, dude. That's what marriage is.
Yeah, but I don't want. That's the thing. I'm not married. I don't know if it's for me. Then
Of course you don't want it.
Love being a dad.
It's not for any of us. It's not for any man.
Not in this career.
It's not any career. A plumber's not miserable too.
Yeah. This just came in from Nerd Breath. If she knows she's pregnant like Chris knows music, he is in the clear.
Nerd Breath is all over you.
Yeah. Jesus, when you get them killed by Nerd Breath. Fucking.
All right, so that's how we start today. That's a hell of a start. Chris Distefano, we got Artie Lange. I'm fucking tired. I went to Philly and back to do trick-or-treating.
You went all the way to Philly?
You do trick-or-treating with the kids?
I went trick-or-treating yesterday down 3rd Avenue in Bay Ridge, and somebody gave my daughter a cup of marinara sauce in the trick-or-treat bag.
Oh, that's nice.
Like a fucking idiot.
Well, was it blood, maybe?
No, it was a pizzeria. It was.
Is it in a little jar?
Yeah,
or something?
I took a picture of it. It was in a pizzeria, and
Did you tell him you'll be back in a year with 2 kids?
Yeah, yeah. Save me a slice,
maybe.
And I thought, what the fuck? And then somebody gave every other restaurant's giving fucking candy, and then they gave me this.
They actually gave you the extra sauce.
They gave me an extra sauce in the bag, and I was like, "What? If you don't have candy, what the fuck is my 2-year-old kid going to do with sauce?" Right?
I went up and down. I live in an apartment building, so I have all the doors are like they lined. They put the candy out for the kids.
Yeah.
My blood sugar was low. I just kept taking it. I stole Reese's Pieces. I emptied every bucket.
Got to go Kit Kat, Reese's.
I've lived there 15 years. I had 2 trick-or-treaters.
That's it?
The entire, yeah. I mean, I don't answer the door.
Well, that's why I had to go to Philly, because in my building, the kids go up and down the floors.
They don't even go outside to trick or treat.
It's so fucking sad, yeah.
That sucks.
In Philly, it's old school. It's the houses are all close together. There's cul-de-sacs and dead ends and all this shit, and everyone comes out.
So you drove there trick-or-treating, drove right back?
I stayed for a few hours and then came back. I'm pretty
I went trick-or-treating in Philly once, and somebody gave me Allen Iverson instead of candy.
But it's weird, because when we were growing up, not you, Chris, but me and Artie were around the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't you start trick-or-treating as soon as school was over?
Yeah, well, sometimes we didn't go to school. We were bums. Everybody was a bum.
Right.
You could say bum back then. And a bum became homeless at some point. And sometimes you wouldn't go to school. And we would, that was always a time for fireworks, too. We'd go to Canal Street and buy M80s for $4 and sell them for $6.
For Halloween?
Yeah. Halloween was always about M80s instead of candy.
Blockbusters.
Isn't that supposed to be for the 4th of July?
Yeah, but you could buy them all.
Yeah.
And stuff is so politically correct with fireworks.
Right.
You got to buy African American chasers. They don't work as good.
No.
And nobody throws eggs anymore. Nobody throws batteries.
No
Nobody
toilet
does any of
paper.
that. Nobody throws any of that
my
shit.
question is this. So, we started when the sun was up. Down there in Philly, it was like, nothing was going on. And then as soon as that, it got dark, then everyone comes out of their houses for a quick 2 hours. And then by 8:30, everyone was in their houses, lights off.
It's all
and pretty much
supervised.
pulled all their Halloween shit back into the house.
Yeah, it's quick, man. In and out.
But we stayed up, I felt like we stayed up, I don't know, to midnight or something, just fooling around and just being
Because then the
stupid.
older kids steal your candy.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you got to look for razor blades till 2 in the morning and your candy.
Yeah.
People gave apples. Those assholes who gave apples.
Nobody gives anything homemade anymore. It's all no. You won't. People won't even take it. Parents won't take it. If you try to put anything homemade in the kids' bag,
Nice little
take it back.
cookie, a nice little chocolate chip.
We don't
cookie
want
or
it. We
something.
want shit in wrappers.
Well, and also the politically correct costumes now. You can't offend, like you can't wear a sombrero.
Right.
You can't wear anything that's ethnic.
Right.
You can't wear any of that Indian,
nothing.
that Indian stuff.
Not at all. Irish stuff. You can't have a shillelagh.
Well, then
Right.
what the hell can you wear?
I tried to get
Nothing.
because Bay Ridge is like an old school, like Italian neighborhood, and I tried to get a fucking picture of it, but my phone was dead. Some guy was walking around. I don't know if somebody saw it, if anyone lives out there. Some guy, because like Rudy Giuliani used to persecute the mob a lot. So
Prosecute.
So persecute, yeah. Prosecute the mob. Sorry. That was a Brooklyn moment.
That kid is going to be so Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Yo, why you persecuting the mob? What's up, Giuliani? You persecuting the mafia?
Fucked up.
You gonna put us in
a little bit.
in persecution?
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I'm not thinking
My
clearly.
father's Chris Distefano.
You know
know
him from MTV3?
You know his ass.
You know his ass.
He's got 18 kids.
He killed himself back in 2017.
Fast forward, you're going to be on your 6th kid and still thinking about leaving.
I know. It's fucking crazy.
He's raising Nick
Holy
Kroll's kids.
fuck. Man.
Fuck.
Anyway, what were you
Giuliani.
saying?
Oh, Giuliani.
Yeah.
Used to prosecute the mob, and so he was. I guess with all like his shit and face now with Trump and all that. Somebody had this costume dressed like him. They had the glasses, and on the back it said Giuliani, and he had like makeup like with a bullet coming through his head, and it was like John Gotti, never forget.
Wow.
I was like, holy shit.
Wait, that was an actual costume you saw?
Yeah, I saw it, but I couldn't fucking get a
Brilliant.
picture. Yeah, it was like mafia.
That's
I don't know if
offensive.
it had anything to do with God.
That's the last time he'll persecute somebody.
Yeah.
But Halloween was meant to, get the offensive costumes out
Well, yeah,
there.
the whole thing is satanic. It's a satanic holiday.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all about the devil, and then if you have a bad costume, they want to persecute you.
Yeah, they wanna
Well, I used to go before. I used to
wanna
go
prosecute you.
My costume was really offensive. If it was nowadays, it'd be offensive. I used to go as a raping Mexican.
Well,
Trump ruined that.
Yeah, he sure did. Hillary Duff is the one that's saying sorry.
Why?
She dressed as a pilgrim, and her
What's wrong with that?
and her boyfriend was an Indian, a Native American.
She's a hot pilgrim. What's the problem?
She had to apologize for that.
Why?
She looks adorable.
Oh, because the pilgrims were really
I'm
dark.
so sorry to people I offended with my costume. It was not properly thought through, and I'm truly, from the bottom of my heart,
That's
sorry.
offensive. How about her second album? She should apologize for that.
What was offensive about
I think
that?
the apology is offensive. I think most normal thinking people understand it's Halloween. And
I
that
think
she
what it
doesn't-
is that the pilgrims might have not been white or something. Like they argue that they're not white people.
Right. They were probably.
She got a lot of plastic surgery.
Or that's
Duff.
Jesus.
Yeah.
She looks good though.
Who's her husband in the?
Looks like Matthew McConaughey.
It does.
Like a younger Matthew McConaughey.
In an Indian suit.
Well, what else about this story, Paul? Her boyfriend, trainer Jason Walsh.
Oh, he's a trainer.
Oh, great.
Oh, what a dick. Work on those abs, Hill. What are you doing this weekend? You're looking great, Hill.
Just because he's a trainer, he's a dick.
What a dickhead. You could just tell him, like, yeah, work on your enclosure.
We got a trainer in our gym. when he's not training people, he works out and he just screams easy the whole time. Easy. Easy. As he's lifting ridiculous weight, and he'll just be screaming easy across the gym.
When I was trying to get off heroin, true story, a trainer knew my problem, and he said to me, he saw that I was like sweating in the middle of, this isn't my stand-up act, but it was so funny. It's a true story. In the middle of my act, of the training, he saw me sweating, and he goes, "What's the matter?" And I said, "Well, I can't stop thinking about heroin." And he said to me, "Have you tried running?" And I said, "No, what are you talking about?" he said, "I guarantee you a runner's high is just as good as a heroin high." And I said, "Have you tried heroin?" And he said, "Of course not." I said, "Well, you're not qualified to be in this conversation." I said, "I guarantee you." I said, "Why don't you do me a favor? I've done both. I've run and I've tried heroin."
Yeah.
I said, "Please try heroin and let me know how you feel."
And then we'll get back together and we'll discuss this.
He never did.
Yeah,
but I guarantee you'll like it better.
I mean, to go serious for a slight second when I'm feeling down and out, like working out, I don't know, it releases those endorphins.
Endorphins, yeah.
Endorphins.
Try some heroin.
Yeah. And then I feel all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that when running did it for you. I remember when a lot of things were.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. Stuff loses its fun, its joy.
And then you got to find the next thing.
Well, like even baseball. I got these Cub fans. I'm envious of them. I haven't felt that way about baseball. I got that out of I'm a Yankee fan. Yeah. I got that out of my system when I was 14. Right.
Yeah.
Winning the World Series.
What do you think? Who wins this thing?
Cleveland. They got to win 2 in a row in Cleveland. That's
and you're not going to be Kluber. I mean, I think
those guys are amazing.
Yeah.
The pitchers are unbelievable in Cleveland.
Yeah.
The ball moves in ways on television you can't. It's unreal.
Andrew Miller. I mean, once he comes in, that's it. It's over.
And Cleveland, I can imagine, is going to have LeBron and baseball in the same year.
That's pretty huge.
That's insane. Cleveland is one of those, when they say, oh, sports doesn't matter. Cleveland is a city where sports does matter in
I
that
lived
city.
in Buffalo. When you go to those smaller cities,
well, they're both,
sports is everything.
Yeah. It's either shovel snow or go to the Sabres game.
Right.
Cleveland had one of the lowest crime rates of the so far in this quarter. I think it's one of the lowest they've had in the last 25 years because people are not as I mean, their teams are winning and people are fucking not depressed.
Oh, Delonte West fucked LeBron James' mother.
Yes.
I think that is really
amazing.
Crazy. There's something in the water in Cleveland.
Yeah.
How the fuck does LeBron?
And he's got herpes on his lip now.
Did you?
Well, LeBron James' mom looks like Don Cheadle. If he got stung by bees.
You guys see how cruel the coverage is of the World Series, where they're showing the old people in their full Cubs.
Oh my God,
Cubs gear.
And
the ones that were at the last win 108 years ago.
And they're holding on for dear life, thinking they might see it before they die. And they can't wait to get the oldest person in the park and show them on TV.
Yeah.
And then they're going to lose.
You got 200-year-olds and John Cusack.
Yeah, and Bill Murray.
Oh yeah, I know Bill Murray saying if they lose, that's going to be rough there, man. They put all their eggs in this basket.
Well,
they'll be back there though.
But Chicago's got a whole bunch of championships.
Yeah,
it's not like baseball.
Bunch.
That's a baseball town, man. The Cubs,
right?
That's a Cub town.
Like the White Sox won in, I believe, 2005 or 2000. I think it was 2005.
05, yeah.
And like nobody gave a fuck.
You don't even hear about it.
It's a championship for the city, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But
Jordan, basketball. The Bears won once. But
yeah, Cleveland, they, I mean, to have no championship since the 40s and now potentially.
What do you want, Cleveland or the Cubs?
I would like to see. I really don't care, but I still would like to see the Cubs.
Yeah,
either way, it's happy.
I mean, LeBron James is responsible for like 50 restaurants being open. That's like one guy,
right?
And if they get both, man. Yeah. That city's rocking, but nothing's going to bring that downtown Cleveland. Did we ever play Cleveland together?
No, I've played
downtown
Cleveland
is scary.
Oh,
it's bad. There's that one block.
Bad for them. Yeah.
No, one block is
it's nice.
Come back to life. I think they've added a second block. Matter of fact, it's going so well.
Yeah, like where I remember I did. I was doing Hilarities down there, great comedy club, and then right up the street was the House of Blues, and Hanson was playing. So I didn't. They were like, "Oh, you don't have any tickets sold because Hanson sold out." I'm like, we share fans now?
You got the same fans as Hanson?
Did you ever hear Mbop live?
Yo, I actually went. The Sunday show got canceled, and I went and watched them.
That's great.
They were awesome.
Your second kid's going to be a huge Hanson fan.
Well, probably will be. That and fucking Daddy Yankee.
If he exists. We'll see.
We'll see.
I don't think she's pregnant.
Oops. I'm telling you.
Let's work it out with her right now on the phone.
Could you imagine? She would curse everybody out here. She would tell you all to go fuck yourself.
Oh, yeah.
In how many languages?
Yeah. Oh my.
How many languages can she curse in?
She can curse a few. She speaks. I mean, there's times when she speaks open Spanish to her mother right in front of me. I have no idea what to say.
Oh, you know that's not good.
Open.
I had that with drug dealers. They would talk right in front of me, like, and I'm like, "Oh, guys, what's going on here?" I learned a little Spanish buying coke in the Bronx for 10 years. I know 2 sentences.
Yeah.
How much for an 8-ball, and was this ever in your ass? El cuadro en la boca. El cuadro en la boca.
Is that real?
Yeah. And they go, no. This loco.
This loco.
Did your girlfriend shit this out, Juan? Oh, my girlfriend might be pregnant. She's dating Crystal Stefano.
All right, we're helping you out. We got a guy that knows a little bit about the Puerto Rican
this will be
girls.
help. This will be help.
They are dying to meet you.
Yeah.
Rob in Georgia, go ahead.
Hey, Robbie.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, man.
So, Chris and I have a bit of a parallel here. I was dating a girl that was the makeup artist of the Playboy Mansion. She was Puerto Rican. And
I see no parallel.
What's that?
How was that a parallel?
Well, I mean, so she used to tell me all the time, "Oh, yeah, we can fuck, baby, we can fuck. I'm on my period." And I always used to pull out. And the one fucking time I took her word for it, she called me 3 weeks later, "Baby, I'm pregnant."
Was she really pregnant?
She was.
Oh, so you have a kid now with her?
Oh, shit.
No. She wanted to have a kid, and I'm like, no, I'm too fucking old for this shit. You need to end this. You either end it or I'm going to end it. And she
How would you end it?
How would you? What? What?
Holy shit. You were kidding about the slippery steps. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. First of all, what do you do? How are you ending it?
Yeah, how are you going to end it?
You book a plane ticket, you buy an RU-42 pill, and you force feed it to her.
Of course. How dumb of us to ask.
Yes, yeah.
First of all, the kid it was probably Pauly Shore's kid.
Yeah.
But you know what? I always believed that fable that you can't knock a girl up when they're on their period, and I proved myself wrong. And
was she bleeding? When you were having sex?
Yeah, dude, it was full-on crime scene sex.
Right, and she got pregnant.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, let me ask you one thing here, boys. Maybe she held some sperm around for the.
That's why she froze sperm
for the
her last boyfriend.
No, that shit
for the perfect time.
That shit dies pretty quick once it's outside of you.
I don't know. There's horror stories out there. We got a guy on this show that actually took his sperm with him.
Who?
Eric Nagel used to take the sperm with him.
Wow. Really? For what?
Iraq.
Oh, yeah, but Iraq had it tucked in his ass.
He's not Iraq.
Is he even listening?
No,
to the
he's
show?
not even fucking listening.
Look at this. Are we that boring?
Jesus, he's got no headphones on.
Who you are, manager?
Yeah, Mr. Dorfman. Look at this.
You know what?
No headphones on.
If you guys want horror stories, I'll take horror stories.
Well, so you would take the sperm because you were afraid the girl was going to rip you over, or like have a kid with it?
Yeah. We heard that you used to
take your sperm with you. We're back on that subject there, Eric.
Yes. We've traveled this road many times. Yeah, so I would never trust anybody. Even
what did you, I'm not, no offense, but do you think she was dying to have a kid with you or something? Well, why would she want to do that?
I don't know. I just was always paranoid.
What do you mean would take it with you? Like you wouldn't flush a condom?
Nope. I would either pretend to throw it out, or
you wouldn't flush it.
I would I would flush it, but if I was in a place where I couldn't, I would never leave it there. I would take it with me.
Were you in an igloo? Or you were in a place with no indoor plumbing?
He was in a fort.
If I was in a place where I couldn't flush something.
What are you banging Amish girls? What the fuck?
Like a college dorm or something like that.
We had a Surrey. What I don't understand. So
you would tie up the condom, take it with you?
I would tie it up, take it with me. I'd put it in that little...
Why don't you tie up the girl and take it with you?
Yeah. Give her our fucking 42 pill.
I'd make use of that little change pocket that nobody uses. Throw it in there.
Oh, that's good.
And then throw it out on the side of the highway.
Sticky fucking rubber right in that pocket. Yeah. That's why the Gap made those pockets.
That's disgusting.
Isn't that amazing? He would take it with him.
I mean, look, it's smart. I mean, you got no kids, right?
No kids.
There you go.
Chris, you're a good-looking kid. I think you got to be a little more careful with your sperm.
I think I don't have enough confidence in myself and I don't believe that anyone's out to get me, but I think that's not true.
You should have a little less confidence, E-Rock here. I think you're fine.
I hope I get to live long enough to see your 8th kid.
Oh my God!
I think Chris is going to have a lot of kids.
I don't think his wife's going to live long enough.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
Jesus.
terrible.
That's
Well, we'll be either way. It'll be fine.
how's the couch?
The couch is not comfortable. I got to be honest. I've had a fucking knot in my back.
Why is it like why can't like a couple share the couch? Why is it always the guy that has to hit the couch?
You're not kidding. You bought the couch, didn't
I
you?
know.
But why can't like
She's the mother of my kid. I don't want her to
how
sleep
about
on the
on
couch.
odd days she gets the couch?
No, I don't mind sleeping on the couch. I can watch TV. I watch Sports Center. I watch.
She's the mother of one kid so far.
Yeah.
That's not a big deal.
Ugh, I know.
Tell her
I should have just went and slept at my dad's house. I'm being
Tell
an
her
idiot.
you need a break from the couch. You need one day in the bed.
Yeah, really. I mean,
and then fucking
so what
she'll
is
get
her end
pregnant
game? Though?
again.
She knows you want out. What is her end game here? She thinks she's going to save the marriage.
The end game is to trap Mr. Distefano.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I really don't know. I love her. It's
Waiting
tough.
for the thunder.
you don't love her. You love the idea of her.
I know.
I got news for you. You don't love your kid either. You'll find that out soon. We're here for like 72 years. The world's 1 billion years old. We're here for like a weekend. What the fuck are you doing?
I know. That's true. When you think about the scope of us, that's insane.
Look what Cromartie on the Jets is doing. He's a man. He's spreading his seed.
Yes.
How many is he up to?
Genghis
Got
Khan.
like 17 kids with 14 women.
Dwight Howard too. 9 kids, 9 women. I think. Dwight Howard's sick.
Dwight's 9 for 9.
Dwight's even sicker than
No,
Cromartie
I
because
didn't know it
Dwight's
was that
younger.
bad.
Well, Cromartie had his last kid with a vasectomy.
Yeah,
he got a vasectomy and had a kid.
How many is he up to? For
Cromartie?
real? Yeah. I lost track.
And how many is Dwight Howard?
He's got
Dwight's
a lot.
the same.
Well, no, Evander Holyfield has like 18 kids, and they all live in the same house in Georgia with the mothers.
Jesus,
like
why isn't Andy Cohen up on that one? That's a fucking Bravo special.
15. Sorry, I don't know Andy Cohen's. What are you doing over there?
He went EH and all the initials. EH, Eli, Yvette, Eliezer.
Who's that? Whose kids are they?
Elijah.
He fucked up. He's got 2 Elijahs.
He's got 2 Elijahs.
He fucked
He's
up.
got an Eden.
Sometimes you forget. Well, George Foreman named all his kids George.
Yeah, we know that
Georgia,
one.
yeah.
A lot of Georges.
The girl is Georgetta. I got Georgetta.
Ebony. How do you say that last name, man?
Ebony. That's Ebony.
He forgot
That's
to
a
name the
weird
kid.
spelling of Ebony.
He named the kid twice.
He did. He named his kid Elijah. He named 2 different kids Elijah.
Because the middle names are different.
The greatest story is
He just realized.
Remember Anthony Hardaway?
Oh yeah.
You know that story? His mother thought that's how you spelled Anthony. That's a true story.
Really?
Wow.
So but the crazier part, Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
His mother thought that's how you spell Anthony.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. No, listen, it's clearly a different culture. They spread their seeds if you get rich, like the Nero used to say that. The ancient Romans would say, if you get wealthy, you spread your seed. You don't even care.
Right.
You just let it out.
Let it out.
And a lot of wealthy people still do that. They don't give a shit. A lot of wealthy men. I got a cousin who does it, but of course he makes $80 a week.
Right. Oh yeah.
That's the problem. He's spending all his money though. How
many kids does he have?
Well, Cromartie's he plays in the secondary. Okay, right. Even the best guys in the secondary
don't get paid much.
Right, and then you got to make sure you have some sort of a career afterwards, and that's not enough money for 18 kids.
I'm not lying, Paul. Maybe you could check this out. I think it's the figure for Dwight Howard is something like $250,000 a month for child support.
There you go. Okay,
so he needs to continue to play.
He's a basketball player.
Yeah, that's pocket money.
Yeah, but for your whole life,
that's pocket money for him.
Right. Well, for your whole life, that's true. But
although $250,000 a month after 4 months, you're $1 million is gone.
Although the 30 for 30 broke or broke in
that's
or
the
broke?
best thing ever.
Broke.
That's the best thing ever. The one guy says, I forget. I think it was Andre Rison.
Yeah.
His first bonus check was $500,000.
Yeah.
He bought a $450,000 watch.
Yeah.
I figured I had $50,000.
Yeah. People are ridiculous.
Ricky Henderson got $1 million bonus. Framed the check after 6 months. The A's called us and said, "We have a problem in accounting. Did you cash the check?"
He goes, "No, I framed it."
He framed the check.
It's amazing. He agreed to pay $10,000 a month in child support for their 4-year-old daughter.
$10,000 a month.
That's for just one daughter, Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
8th baby mama. Here we go.
So you go.
All right, Dwight Howard's 8th baby mama suing for more child support.
Wow.
So you were right.
That's nonstop. Well, you're right. It's leaking. It's nonstop leakage. It's just going to keep going.
That's just stupid. So he has 8 baby mamas and how many kids? Is it 8 for 8 or 8 for 9?
I think it's 8 for 8. And I'm telling you that his child support figures are wild.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what happens. He's being persecuted.
He was trying to negotiate contracts without an agent, not to give the percentage away.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's what somebody said, but it didn't
now
work.
I understand why
we're doing the same thing with Dorfman.
Now I understand why he can't shoot a fucking free throw.
Yeah, he's fucking nervous. He's got no money.
He's
nervous.
horrible from the line.
Well, try shooting a free throw with a tennis ball. That's what it's like for him.
Yeah,
so it's hard. Yeah.
No, these guys. He's going to have. No, I mean, he's going to have to be an analyst. He's going to have to do something because I mean, right now they're taking. I'm telling you, it's something like 6 figures a month. Same thing with Derek Fisher.
What does he make?
He's got a big contract.
Tiffany said she's not just seeing red, she's also seeing green. When you consider that Howard is pocketing over $27 million from the NBA's Houston Rockets and endorsements, she felt the $10,000 a month was paltry, a paltry sum for him to pay.
Well, I got to say, a full disclosure. I mean, look, I'm 50. How much longer do I have? I'll be honest about everything at this point. I'm waiting on some blood work. But for 4 years in a row, at the height of when I was on Stern doing stand-up and everything, book deals, I made just under about $4 million a year for 4 straight years. Okay, and I had every vice on the planet. I was doing everything, like strippers, coke, fucking heroin, booze, bad women, whores, gambling, a bad gambling problem. And I was not good at gambling, and I never ran out of money. Never. I mean, that's these people with $100 million. What are they doing? How did Allen Iverson lose $150? Is he giving all of his high school friends $10 million?
Right. I don't know how that's possible.
I never ran out of money. I'm a horrible businessman.
Right.
Chris will tell you. I don't give a shit. Get another bottle of champagne, honey. Honey.
Did you ever figure out how much money you lost on your addiction?
Well, listen. If you go to CelebrityNetworth.com, that's what I should have.
Yeah.
They weren't there when the Broncos didn't cover. At CelebrityNetwork.com, they weren't figuring in that the fucking Giants suck. That Ryan Leaf blew. Yeah. That's why they didn't have the offices at Celebrity Net fucking Worth.
Holy shit. But you had a good time. They
didn't figure I got overcharged for blow by fucking Big Mo in the Bronx. I'll say your name. I'll say your fucking name.
Lewis,
I'm not afraid of you anymore.
One of our guys, Lewis, knows why Allen Iverson lost over $100 million. Where's Lewis? He's coming in. Okay.
Lewis. Lewis is a Dallas Cowboys fan, this fucking piece of shit.
What an asshole.
They won again,
Fuck the Cowboys.
Tony Homo.
Look at him wearing all his cowboy gear.
Oh, wait, this is Lewis.
Yeah, that's it.
Christ.
Full,
dressed like a Confederate soldier.
I thought that was Lewis. I'm a little less scared. I'm a little less scared of that Lewis.
Everyone put their wallets in their socks.
That's regular Lewis.
Hey, Lewis.
That's regular Lewis. Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
How are the Cowboys?
Doing good. Looking fantastic, right?
They beat the
6-1.
What's up with Tony Romo? He's not a winner, man. He's not a winner. Look, I love that his last name rhymes with Homo. As a Giant fan,
right?
That's what every Red Sox was named Gasshole.
Everyone's talking about that quarterback situation. Where are you at with this? Being a Cowboys fan,
being a Cowboys fan, still want Romo to lead the charge when he gets back
to the AFC Championship.
No, but Lewis, he can play now. They're choosing to hold him out. I thought they were choosing to hold him out.
No, he's not ready yet. His back hasn't fully healed yet, Chris.
It's not going to heal.
It's called the saving face.
It'll magically heal when the Cowboys lose a couple in a row.
Exactly.
That's when it'll heal.
Dak throws 2 or 3 interceptions in a game.
Speaking of the Cowboys, you want to know how to deal with a broad? Call Michael Irvin, man. That guy knows, right?
How many baby mamas does he have?
I was going to say, Romo's back is still hurt like your girl is pregnant.
Yeah, he goes, I feel like my back hurts.
Yeah. Jesus.
No, where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Plainfield, New Jersey.
I'm from Union, New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, right, so I know.
How could you be so close to the enemy?
Wait, that's a Cowboy fan.
And that's Rich Voss.
Voss from Plainfield.
Voss and I,
Why would you want the young guy to continue? He's killing it.
I think he still has a lot more to learn, basically.
Voss is from Plainfield, which is a tough town. Yeah. It is. It's like, you know what the mafia and show business have in common? Voss can't get neither one of them. Actually, got kicked out of both. But no. So that's
Prescott's killing it.
That's just bad parenting. Why are you not a Giant fan? Why not a Giant fan?
The first time I ever watched football, Artie, I saw Emmitt Smith run through a defense. That's the first time I ever turned it on, and I was like, you know what? This is it for me.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
I hear you. Well, he was good, but that offensive line, I could have run for 5 yards.
Pretty much.
They had that offensive line is underrated. That line was unfucking believable. And Emmitt Smith is great.
Yes.
And so is Aikman. But man, they were the MVP every year to me. That line.
Leon Lett, he was great. You couldn't hate, even though I hated
he was
him.
on the defense.
Right. Yeah,
but the offensive line, I'm talking about, they just opened up gauging holes. Man.
But here's the thing about that. I believe in the second or third year, Emmitt Smith tried to do a holdout.
Oh, yeah.
In those first 2 games, they started somebody else, and the guy didn't do well at all.
All right. Well,
Can we look up Leon Lett's car? There's a great car story with Leon Lett.
What happened?
He was on broke, right?
I'm trying to remember if it was a Mercedes, whatever, brand new, and he would just spit in the. See, you know.
Yeah.
He would just.
What happened to him?
He chewed tobacco and would just spit in the passenger seat of his brand new fucking car. He didn't give a fuck.
Didn't care about fucking Leon Lett.
Lewis. So
he's famous for that play. Yeah,
the Don Beebe.
Right.
Best helmet in the game.
People forget that. Yeah, Beebe got his Super Bowl.
And the snow too.
He didn't get it with the Bills, but he got it with the Packers. Yeah.
Guess who had the fucking? Guess how that fucked me that play? I had the fucking the boxes.
No.
I had the numbers. If he doesn't make that touchdown, I win the box.
No.
$18,000.
No. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I'm fucking serious. That's what they don't know at celebritynetworth.com.
They could have added that 18G.
Chick Googles that and goes, what's up, Artie? What you up?
All right, Lewis. So why did Iverson lose the 100?
Iverson would never want to travel with luggage. So he'd go to a new city and just buy $10,000 worth of a wardrobe and just throw it out when he's done.
Okay, $150 million. You got to give me more than that. $150 million? You got to give me more than $10,000.
He's made some bad investments, though. He had friends that wanted to give him investment ideas.
You can't do that.
They always do that.
I had buddies like that, too. Like, I heard you're doing good. We haven't seen each other in a while. Listen, 2 words, Exxon station. People need oil.
If you're making that much money, you don't need investments.
But he did send millions on throwback jerseys, right? I think it was.
Right. Which the deemed.
But isn't the second part of his? I think it's whatever his big shoe contract was. Was it Fila or Adidas? One of those. Isn't the money coming to him when he's turned 40?
That's a great point. No, there's a guy who took him under his wing a little bit and said like he hated this typical story of players losing all their money.
Yeah.
And he worked out the deal where Iverson gets $35 million when he turns 55 years old. Or something. So he's got to be what? How old is Allen Iverson?
He's getting there.
So he's got to just make sure he stays warm outside the Sunoco he's living in. There's stories of him.
He's only 41.
Yeah,
he's not going to make 55.
There's stories of him
55.
Iverson's not going to make 55.
Maybe
younger. 50.
Maybe 50.
There's stories of him literally. It's so sad. Like literally begging for money outside a mall in Philadelphia. Yeah,
it's gotten that bad.
Yeah,
they said he would play entire games. Smoke weed in the locker room and then run on the treadmill after the game for like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, it was a little unorthodox. Yeah. I got an unorthodox way. Smoke weed.
There you go, Artie. You were right. 32 million when he's 55 in 2030.
God,
you were right.
You think the people around him are trying to get him to eat a salad?
Yeah.
My father did the same thing. I got a piece of sheetrock when I turned 60.
Look at this, but look at the rules. He can't cheat or have children outside his marriage. No physical abuse. Must attend marriage counseling. Must speak to therapist.
First of all, the first sentence he's done.
Must discuss any purchases over $5,000.
Oh my God! Must be home by midnight.
Oh come!
Can never gamble again. These can't be real.
That's a joke. It's like saying you can't have the money. It's like no one could adhere to that. There's priests who could.
And what if he's not in love anymore? Why he's got to stay?
Yeah, maybe he's not in love.
Look at that next. Look at this last sentence. As I'm sure you already guessed it, Iverson failed to live up to these terms, and Tawana refiled the divorce petition.
No tattooing
But isn't it in her best interest to keep her mouth shut?
No tattooing.
If there's 55 million, 32 million coming.
Well,
he's going to get 16 million when he turns 55 now.
Number 6 is really ridiculous. No one could adhere. No, you can't tattoo your girlfriend on your neck. Who could adhere to that?
You can't get any more tattoos out. All right.
You can't take out a drug dealer's teeth.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Oh, look at that. Look at how beautiful his first wife was, too. Look, he really had some beautiful girls. And they married them. Look at her. Stunning.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
I mean, he could have any girl he wanted, though, at his peak, Iverson. I mean, he was like any girl. He was like the heartthrob of the NBA.
Unless Michael Jordan wanted them.
Oh, yeah. MJ.
He was ridiculous.
Everybody talks about that.
I wonder who got more pussy. Jordan or Iverson?
Well, I heard that Jordan was married all the time to protect his investments. Like, if he fucked a chick, the Nation of Islam would threaten her.
Really?
You had to sign something. Like, if you tell anybody, we'll kill you.
Wow.
Which is, I think that's not fair.
It's better than a gift basket.
That's romantic.
That's romantic.
It's better than Jeter. It's better than Jeter's gift basket.
Yeah.
What was in that gift basket? Like a Bernie Williams jazz CD?
Yeah. Well, the reason why he got blown up is because he fucked the same girl like 3 years apart, and she got the same gift basket. So she got pissed.
You got to mix it up a little.
Yeah. Come on. Can't all have gift cards to Target and fucking almonds.
Another Joe Torre signed mozzarella?
Come on.
Isn't it insulting to give a gift?
I think that's the whole point.
To keep them up.
A gift basket on their way out.
There's a comic who we all know who told the story at the Comedy Cellar one night, who partied with him. Famous guy.
Yeah.
And he went to clubs with him. And they went back to Jeter's apartment, just him and Jeter and like 7 women. And this is a famous guy. And he was sitting on the couch, this guy, and not one girl, they all ignored him. There was a line outside Jeter's bedroom, he said. It was like they formed a line.
Oh, my God.
They queued up.
Oh, my God.
They were like doing their makeup, and he's on the couch going, I mean, guy, you know, what the hell? Because I did a movie in Germany with Cuba Gooding Jr., and he was married at the time, so he wasn't fooling around. And we would go to the club on the Rhine River in Germany, and he would step on like a pussy landmine, and he hope you get hit with some shrapnel. The 2 hottest chicks I ever fucked in my life were Germans that Cuba Gooding could have fucked. So in other words, that happened. He stepped on a pussy landmine.
Yeah.
And this guy was trying to get hit with shrapnel. He was diving in front of it. Now, eventually, the guy got up. Like he said, I took some food out of the refrigerator. I was like, fuck him. I left.
That was it?
Didn't see him again for 5 months.
I think
there was a line outside his
I think for the record, we got to say, we're not sure if this actually happened. I believe
Jeter wasn't married.
Artie, but
Jeter wasn't married.
No, he was single.
I just got to throw that shit out
and
there.
that's why he never. I mean, what were the tabloids going to get him for when he's single banging girls?
It's funny when you hear who the comic was. It's funnier.
Yeah,
Kevin Meaney. No, that really makes it. Louis Anderson.
All right, we got to take a break.
I wear big pants, people.
Oh, great set.
That guy,
Kevin Meaney is
Kevin
fucking missed. Artie Lange in studio. He's got that great podcast. What else, Artie?
But tonight I'm going to Caroline's for the Mitch Hedberg tribute.
Nice.
Mitch was a friend of mine, and we're all telling some stories about him because they found some lost tapes of his, and Comedy Central Records is. Tonight at 9:30. I don't know if it's sold out, but if you're around, go to Caroline's. I'll be there at 9:30 tonight.
I met him the night he died.
You did?
The night he died, I went to Caroline's and saw one of his, I guess it was his last set, unless I'm off a day.
Yeah.
And I went back to the dressing room. We hugged. He knew about the show. I was like, you got to come on, man. I fucking love you. And he was such a nice guy that, the hour I spent with him, and it gave me a big hug, and the next day he was dead.
Where did he die? In a hotel in the city?
He died in his Winnebago. He had a big trailer that he took with his wife around traveling the country.
Right.
And he was in bad shape.
He was awesome. He was hilarious too.
Yes,
so fucking.
So his wife Lynn Shawcroft is also a great comic. She found these tapes and they're putting them out again.
Right,
Comedy Central Records. So that's a benefit tonight.
And you're going to be there tonight at Caroline's.
And Crashing on HBO starts Judd Apatow's new show. It premieres after Girls on February something.
Right.
On HBO.
Sweet. And how do they get the podcast? We'll send the link out on our stuff. Just Artie Quitter?
ArtieQuitter.com.
Yeah. All right. Chris Distefano.
Nothing. I'm doing Zumba tomorrow.
You better step it up a little.
Yeah, I'm taking donations.
You got some bills to pay.
My 8th kid. No, ChristyComedy.com, I guess.
Oh God! Come on, buddy.
I am dizzy by the turn of events with you.
I'm seriously fucking taking classes tomorrow at Badass Academy in Bay Ridge if anybody wants to come.
This is the first time I've ever been in a room where some people are not going, "Oh, Artie, what the fuck?" It's you.
Yeah, it's me.
Chris, what the fuck?
I'll tell you what he just did.
Yeah.
He just promoted his wife's gig.
What does she do?
She's a fitness Zumba instructor at Badass Academy.
All right, let's just stop right there.
You're promoting her gig?
You're dating a Zumba instructor? You just plugged your wife who's a
Why
Zumba
are you plugging
instructor?
your wife's gig?
I'm calling your father right now.
Yeah, he probably already knows.
Should we get him on the phone?
I guarantee you, if he's listening to the show, I guarantee he ripped out his dialysis. He's on the ferry.
My father would still be punching me in the face.
Yeah. Nah, I got fucking...
Did you really just promote her gig?
I don't fucking know.
I think the times have changed.
He's sleeping on the couch. He has one foot out the door and he's promoting her gig.
See how comedy's changed? You think Sam Kinison would have plugged us? Yeah. Good luck in your Zumba!
How about a real plug?
What do you mean? I'm going to L.A. for 2 weeks next week.
Did she have a door deal? Can I walk in? I'm here for the Zumba.
I got nothing.
Well, first of all, she feels pregnant. She's teaching the Zumba class.
Right, it's maybe good for me.
Yeah, tell her to teach 2 tonight. Hey, honey, how about a 3rd Zumba?
Right.
Work on the core.
I see they're looking for an instructor for the CrossFit.
Yes.
This has gotten it up. Fuck that bitch. I don't know. I just if you have don't have a 3rd kid.
No.
I'll tell you what I said after the first one. Don't have a second. I'll tell you now. Don't have a 3rd kid.
I know.
What if it's triplets?
Jesus.
Oh, you got to get someone to sponsor them.
I know.
Like the Christian Child's Fund.
I gotta get something.
Who are we calling next? Are we calling her or your father?
Nice. I don't know.
Call Planned Parenthood.
Yeah. Let's call them.
That's what you're fucking calling.
They sold out Cleveland.
There you go,
When I was there, 2015.
You'll never forget it.
Yeah, I had 8 people a show. I got paid in pizza.
One of the Hanson kids has a lot of kids, I believe.
Does he really?
He's happily married?
I believe so.
Well, he got
yeah,
Bop
man.
royalties.
I think he, right? He's one of those children of God.
He married young. He's very religious and has a huge family.
All right. How huge is his family?
I think like 4 or 5 kids.
I'm one of 7.
Are you really?
And my mom openly would say that she didn't want all us kids. I was first out. Well, first out with that marriage. I got a half sister from my dad's first marriage, but she would tell anyone that would listen, she didn't want all these goddamn kids.
For a while, I was only child. I was only child. My mother said the same thing.
There it is.
Who wants this kid?
She would blame the church. It was the goddamn church.
Well, you can't use condoms. You can't use protection, right? That's against the Bible.
I think
it's against their
I love there's 2 groups of people that don't use condoms: Christians and defensive backs. Point guards and Christians.
Isn't it easy to figure out, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, man.
Either way, I'll be all right.
I love one of the Hanson brothers just would be a rebel and not be Christian.
I know. Well, one of the Jonas brothers fucking acted out too.
What'd he do?
I don't know. He just fucking
What did he do?
said, fuck
Not
it.
shave for one day?
I think he had sex. They were all supposed to be virgins, and then one of them fucked.
The Hanson brothers have 11 kids between them. They have 11 kids.
Yeah, they don't wear condoms.
What the fuck?
You're not
all
allowed.
married,
You're not
though?
allowed to.
I'm sure they're all married.
I told you about the guy in L.A. County Jail told me how to make a pussy out of toilet paper.
Yeah.
They should be doing that. They should be doing that move.
Yeah.
You will never go back to regular pussy. It don't bitch. It don't complain. It don't spend your money.
Yeah.
It don't fuck your best friend.
Connell is my bitch.
What do you take for future? You take the cardboard out of the toilet paper, you moisten it with lukewarm water.
Okay.
And then you form it in like a V thing, and it really is. It's stunning. How
Did you try it, Artie?
Yeah.
You got to try it.
My toilet paper feels pregnant.
We discussed your jail story after you left here.
Yeah.
And we were all like relieved that it wasn't like the guy's penis or a load of shit.
If you saw this guy's cock, it could have been. Is that your knee or your dick? Could
When
you
was
imagine
this?
like
What
this
year?
9 years? Well, I just fell off the wagon in February, almost a year ago. So that's what's going well. When you're 48 years old, you have that story. Now, his knee was resting. He was taking a shit, and what woke me up was a pressure on my forehead. And he just relaxed. When you're shitting, sometimes you just relax.
Yeah.
And you open up like Kardashian in that tape. You just it's like Ray J.
That's how close the shitter is to where you were sleeping.
Absolutely.
Jesus.
It's not like.
But we were all relieved. Where we were.
Well, you're relieved.
Well, we're like, it's only a knee. That's all right. We thought it might be a penis. Fucking.
I got news for you.
A bag.
If it
might have been.
If it was a penis, you would not have heard the story.
But it was all.
Matter of fact, it still could have been.
You don't know.
How fast that cock will become a knee. No, it was his knee because he was very and as a matter of fact, Hispanic as well.
Well, there you go.
Do you want me to call him for some advice?
Sure, yeah. Maybe it was related.
I still talk to him.
That's why we grew up in Sunset Park.
But yeah, that was very. And he went my bad. That's what he said. My bad. Like you say that when your wiffle ball accidentally hits your car.
Right. Right.
But I think you were relieved when he said my bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you were very relieved that this wasn't the start of something way worse.
If he said you're bad, that's not a good future.
Or you're fucked.
Yeah. What's your problem?
Right.
Well, I can't have a knee on your face while I shit? No.
You ain't got no diseases, right?
We were
I'm not going to catch knee AIDS.
Yeah.
We were talking football earlier. We forgot to mention the Bills. They win again.
And
They win with the dildo. That's what I mean. They win again.
Rex Ryan,
the Bills are killing it up there, and I'm talking about the fans.
Rex Ryan's got warning track power, man. Nothing. I'm telling you, he won't get in.
Look at that.
Look at that
dildo on the
right?
1 yard line.
Yeah.
The one, and I love last week getting her ass eaten out, getting a beer drink.
Every week they got something going on. These fans up there.
What happened with the ass eating out?
She was getting a beer drank right out of her ass crack.
Who was?
Some Buffalo
Artie,
Bills parking lot fan.
Well, that's old news at the Bills fans.
Yeah, they go nuts.
It's the butt luge.
She was getting her. She's like Bob. It's like Bob Levy fan.
Yeah, I can't wait 18 years for this.
Look at there's the butt luge.
Levy did that as his closer on stage.
Still with blue cheese
for 10 years. I said, Bob, listen, I don't mind to be like a prude. I never do this with guys who are open, but you can't do that bit anymore. Why it kills? I mean, it's like following a rape. I mean, if the woman's drunk, it could technically be sexual assault. Like we could be indicted. You can't do it anymore. Like I would get on stage and slip on the fucking blue cheese.
So what he would just put it in his ass?
No, he would call. No,
he would put it in her ass. I'm sorry.
Every fucking show, he's explained this to me, and I go, Bob, that's not going to happen. It happened every show. He has some sort of charm, like Levy with that jet black dyed hair. the Paul used to have a joke about Levy, like his face is real old, his hair's jet black. He goes, Bob, listen, when you say to people guess your age, if their first guess is 20, the second guess is 70.
What a line.
He had jet black hair and the face of like Walter Matthau. Like a chicken neck. And yeah, he would every fucking show, he'd find a broad in the front row, good looking.
Always good looking, or was there a couple messes
he would turn chicks down.
Really?
And he'd pour blue cheese in their ass and eat it out.
Oh my God.
At when they roasted me on Stern, Colin Quinn had the best joke. He said, Bob, for the last 15 years, your closing bit is eating blue cheese out of a woman's ass, and you're still not famous.
And you wonder why Letterman's not calling.
The best thing about Levy in a talk show is he sent in a tape to Letterman with all material like that, saying cunt. I think a bit was called cunt. And in black magic marker, it said, can do this clean.
I can clean it up for TV.
That's what it said.
Track one, cunt.
In like a wrinkled legal note envelope. Like, Bob, you're not getting hits on that?
I can clean it up for TV.
That's what he said.
That's great.
Fucking Bob.
But you saw the butt luge, right? They're killing it in Buffalo every week.
That's an old thing, the butt luge, though. That's Vegas.
That's Buffalo, though. They fucking grab the butt luge and then they're making it their own up there.
In Vegas, they do it with a midget. Doesn't have to kneel down. A midget just goes up to a chick's ass like a water fountain.
I'm sort of a Bills fan as well, Artie. And
as well as what? Patriot?
Well, Jets and then a little Patriot action. It's where I have done radio. It's a long story, but I've gone to more Bills games than anything else, and their tailgating is by far better than anybody else's.
Think about it. And when it's 2 degrees, same shit, right?
By far, and to the point where the guys that give up their front yards for parking, they've had it. They got huge signs now. What is the sign again? No butt funnels. We got to
find being a guy's wife. Did you make up the no butt funnel sign?
They've had it.
What a living hell.
But it's great money, man. These guys are just, they kill it. 8 to 10 weekends a year. They give up their.
It's 8 weekends. Well, 8 to 10.
8 to 10, and then you got some preseason. So,
I'm a Giant fan, man. I love the Bills. I love the wide right, baby. Scott Norwood.
Yeah.
They beat the Raiders in the championship game 51-3. That was the score.
Wait, go back to that images. I thought you're in this, Opie.
Don't say the fucking guy in the pink sweater. I'll jump over this.
Keep going down. Keep going down.
All right.
Keep going down.
Right. Which
maybe
one?
go faster.
The one with the stuff in his ass?
I swear to God.
I've been to a lot of Bills.
You're yelling.
Tailgating.
You got a beard. What the fuck? Not that guy.
How did you see this?
There, right here.
That's not him.
Oh,
that's not Opie.
That's Rick Dorfman.
Oh my God!
Are you tweet that out? That doesn't look just like fucking
He's got
Opie.
a giant fucking wide nose.
That looks like Rick Dorfman.
You son of a bitch.
Come on, you're kidding.
Come on, man.
No, I'm serious. All right, it was quick. Maybe now it doesn't, but now, I mean,
somebody sent one today that really hurt.
What happened? Who was it?
I retweeted on my Twitter. They're always finding people that look like me. That's a fail right there. That one was bad. I got one.
I don't think so.
This guy.
That's nice. That's you on meth. You got no teeth.
Some Aussie. I don't know. Is he an athlete or something? That one's rough.
That's an athlete?
What's gormless mean? Has a gormless?
That's something out of like Lord of the Rings or something.
Who knew the Opster has a gormless Aussie
Fucking gormless?
doppelganger.
What do you do? Flaming shots of acid?
What the fuck?
He's got enough of his teeth are rotting in front of him.
That one hurt. That one hurt a little bit.
A lot of it.
That one's a little more accurate than the one you just picked out.
All right, I thought it would look like you.
So you saw the butt funnel. You're good with that?
Well, no, in Vegas, I saw that, like, with midgets, we just I got to take a diabetic piss.
All right.
I piss every 20 minutes. I'm like a coyote around New York.
I don't know.
Coyote.
I don't know if we can do this without you. We'll just fucking sit here and stare at each other.
What do you
Chris.
mean? We could talk. Fucking Artie.
That's Artie.
Fucking Artie.
Fucking Artie's right.
What great fucking. Dude, I've known him since. I
didn't know you guys.
He was
knew
like
each
the
other.
first guy. What happened was Joe Matarese canceled on an opening for Artie because he's his everyday opener. I think still is. The opens for him a lot.
Yeah.
And Joe's a great guy, great comic. And then the booker, Louis Ferranda, is like an old school Italian guy. So he just was like, "Oh, Artie Lange, I got to get another. What comic on my roster has an Italian last name?" And he was like, "Oh, Distefano."
Right.
And then I opened for him. And then Artie waited for me after the show. He's like, "I'll take you home. I'll drive you home." All the way back to Queens. I was still living in my mother's house, and he was like, and then, you know, from Midtown Manhattan to Queens, it's only 8-10 miles, but it took probably 2 hours with traffic. And we talked and we bullshitted, and he drove around looking for a Burger King for like 25 minutes, and then we found one, and then we just talked, and he was like, "Hey man, anytime you want to come with me on the road, just take my number down." So I remember I texted him, you know, being like, "Hey, thanks for the ride," and then all of a sudden he texts back, "Great meeting you," and then like 15 fucking dates. And it just said, "Welcome to the road, kid." And I remember I was going to Camden Yards with my dad that next day or 2 days after that to watch Orioles Yankees, and you know I remember like just being like, "Wow, I have like a real fucking." I'm really opening for him, and opening for him is not easy because his fans are rabid and they're there to see
animals.
him. And I can't
in a good way.
How many times I would take them as soon as I took the mic out of the stand, they would be like, "Fuck you, where's Artie?" Right. "Nice shirt, bitch." You know, and one time Artie, I think we were in Count Basie Theater in Red Bank, New Jersey, and Artie had to go on like the God voiceover mic in the back from his dressing room, be like, "Guys, I'm coming out." And then like they were just like, "Artie!" And I was like, I tried to do like one more joke. I was like, "I was on the subway today." Get off! Fuck you, Artie! And they were like, and they were like, "Come on!" Like he's a good kid. And then I remember, I forgot where we were. Somewhere, I think we were at Borgata in AC. Artie was like, "Come on, my opening Chris is a good kid." And somebody's like, "He's a homo!" From like the upper deck. And I was just sitting there eating the cheese plate. Just
so then you regretted the fact that Artie got you for the road.
Yeah, and then it
went from like, "This is the greatest thing" to fuck this.
No, dude, Artie, I'm telling you, man, Artie has always been like, everybody always asks me, "Who's your mentor?" It's always been Artie.
He just talked about you for 10 straight minutes.
Taking a diabetic piss.
Don't ever leave me again.
I remember one time
he just talked about how great of a guy you are.
I remember.
Well, me and Chris.
I remember one time we were on going up to Levity. We were going up to Levity live, and we were on fucking one of those highways, the Taconic, and he just pulled over right into and just started one leg out, just pissing on
you get good at it.
traffic.
With diabetes, you get good at it. It's like I grew up without plumbing or something. Every 20 minutes I was pissing, so I went to the doctor and he said, "Yeah, you got diabetes."
You also got your beverage in a bucket right now. I mean, that's the biggest.
Well, no, here's the thing. Okay, diabetes is tricky. A Twinkie could kill you, or
save your life.
We talked about this.
I got a brother, the same thing.
I got this because the blood sugar gets low and you need something, and now it's fine. So I got to stop. But I love Coca-Cola. Can I just tell you something? It is so weird how life changes. I look at the Stern area. Like I used to come here and look at you guys going, "That's kind of like the other area," and I went, now literally I'm not allowed in there.
No one's allowed in that area.
Like I'm not allowed in there. Yeah. I was on the Mount Rushmore over there. It is so odd how life changes, and it's usually my life with drastic changes.
Tim Sabian snuck me into that area once and gave me the tour. I don't know if I ever said this on the air. I sat in his chair.
Well, Sabian's guy. You sat in his chair?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Did you fart in it?
Dude, that is...
Eric's screaming at me. You've said it many times. I don't know.
You said you sat in his chair?
Trouble.
Did you say you sat in his chair?
I've sat in his chair, yeah. I was checking everything out.
I've never sat in his chair. Oh, he gets mad, man.
And Sabian, I go, "Tim, I knew at the time, like, you're fucking crazy for doing this, but we went through and checked out the whole thing."
Who's Tim Sabian? He sounds like he played for the 1991 Reds.
Well, he's like...
Sabian's crazy.
I'm having lunch
and I mean that in a great way.
I'm having lunch with him tomorrow, I think.
He's nuts. You need help? help, I'll go with you.
Well, you know, after I have a spot on your show, like if I get laughs on your show, I get a call from Tim Sabian.
Right.
Like, we got to talk. I'm like, about what?
He's always wheeling and dealing. There he is, right there, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
We met him when he was the program director at YSP, and
he's a great guy. He's a great old. He's a great radio guy. The kind of guy who takes a client for a steak at a strip club. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But those days are gone. Like with political correctness, like you could get him to say anything. Well, like you can easily influence him. He's a middle management guy.
Eric, help me out with the Tim Sabian story. So he was running this channel for maybe 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
How long did he last? Like a month? 2 months?
No, he's putting on his headphones back on. He
was at Howard a long time,
and then Howard was done with him. And I would love to know the real story there.
People didn't fit into the new, regime.
Oh, the new regime. So they got rid of Tim, who's like he's a radio.
He's an old school guy.
School radio guy.
He looks cool,
and he has
he's the kind of guy who takes Steven Singer watches out for a steak and gets his pipes cleaned.
Yeah,
right. So Greenstein gives me the news that Tim's going to now oversee the channel, but Greenstein was only making me happy for a temporary basis because in Greenstein's head he was firing Tim.
Greenstein said, "Listen, you guys, it's up to you guys. You can't let me get goofed on the air."
Oh,
I go, how am I going to steer that? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And Gary had the balls to promise. I'm like, what are you promising that for? Like, if Howard starts to goof on me, going to say, "Oh wait, I got to step in here." I mean, he's going to do what he wants. And it took a little while, and then the dam he pissed off Howard. The dam broke, and all of a sudden on the air,
I did tell Tim, I'm like, there's one other thing I got to do.
But the president of the company was allowed to use the bathroom.
It's a nice area, man. I've been there.
But no, he'll find out about that. He's going to be livid.
That side has their own bathrooms and everything.
Yeah, everything. Howard's got his own.
That's what I'm getting at, Eric.
Yeah.
To say it on the air, not in my headphones. So Greenstein hires Tim Sabian for a temporary basis. Greenstein knew in his head he was firing Tim. We didn't know that at the time. We were excited to have Tim Sabian.
Right.
And then he was gone. How many months for real? 6 months, maybe?
For several months, and then he was gone.
Okay, so he takes us out to dinner, at where did we go? Oh, Del Frisco downstairs.
Yep. Right.
Got a private room and everything. It's all nice. and Eric, you want to explain the throwing of the food?
Well, a lot of good food, a lot of good wine going around, and Tim was having a really good time to the point when there were some desserts left over, and he said, well, nobody's taking this home. Just picked it up, started to huck it at the glass partitions that are housing the expensive wine cellar that they have down there.
That's a radio middle management guy.
Why did he do that? He was bombed?
Yeah.
He was having a good time.
He was a bad drinker. We were a strip club once. We were a strip club once on the West Side, and when the Stern Show went to a strip club, we took it over because those strippers, we'd promise them we'd say shit on the air, and And he takes out. We're all getting lap dances, like in a private room, a dark room. It's pitch black, and we're getting, whatever happens, happens. Hey, what the hell? It's not like a cheat. I just failed to stop the girl's hand. I could have sprained her wrist. He gets a fucking fire extinguisher. And some of the ones that they don't have water, they have that white powder.
Yeah, sure.
He thought it was water. He tried to spray a stripper with water. All white powder comes out. It looks like when they put the infrared on a room and all the cum. It landed on all of us. It landed on us and the strippers. We all look like a white enclosure, like white sculptures. I was all getting laughed at. All this white powder landed on top of us. You see Sandy goes, "What the fuck?" He said, "This is a $2,000 suit." It was ghost white. We went outside. It was 11th Avenue. It was freezing cold. We were ghost white.
Yeah. Should we call him?
So this guy was great. He was a great guy.
Sabian rule.
Because the boss sprayed us all with a fire extinguisher.
This guy seems fucking awesome.
He's the kind of guy, though.
He would take us out to dinner. It was different because me and Artie didn't hang
He knew how to use an expense account.
That's what I was getting at. Yeah. So then, I was a big wine drinker at the time, and so was he. He would order maybe $1,000 bottle of wine easily, 3 or 4 of those, and didn't give a fuck because he would just give the bill to the company.
Oh, that's Howard might hire him to fire him after the story.
Why did he eventually get canned? You think just
look what he did to the shitter at the Stern Show. Look all the way on the left. See that? Look, that's what he did. He took a shit.
What did he do? I've heard about this for years.
No, he admitted to it.
How the fuck did I
look what he did? It looks like someone. It looks like someone killed a terrorist.
And why is it bloody?
What did he do?
Why is it red?
That's a cocaine shit right there.
That's an after hours club shit.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, because
That's like you swallow cocaine. You poured cocaine on a cinder block and swallowed it. Look at that. I don't know what I can't. It's like a bad. Yeah, it's like a Brian De Palma movie.
the overnight guys, every once in a while you would go into the bathrooms we were just in, the public bathrooms, and you'll see this on the wall. And I've said this for years. I don't know how you get your shit on the wall behind the toilet. How does that happen?
It's explosive.
Is it you're bending down and you don't get on the toilet fast enough and it just shoots out?
I got so mad that they let Beetlejuice use that bathroom. I'm like, oh, guys, come on, we could draw the line somewhere.
Yeah. He was shit on everything?
Yeah, Beetlejuice, he would shit all over the place. But Beetlejuice doesn't know what to shit. Beetlejuice was right next to a brand new toilet. He would shit away from it.
He would shit on the floor.
Yeah, he'd shit in the tub. Levy would take him on the road because he thought he sold tickets. And he would shit on stage at the Funny Bone in Pittsburgh.
He would shit on the stage.
On the stage.
Like ass out, turd on.
No, right down his pants, through the pants.
Oh, my God.
What, to get a laugh?
Like a shit slide. No, because he's retarded.
Jesus Christ.
Because he's a retarded midget with no teeth. That's why he shit. Not to get a laugh.
Did Tim ever explain the bathroom?
Yeah, he finally.
But how did that happen?
No one would fess up who it was, and finally Tim fessed up who it was.
And it was him?
Because Howard said, "Look, I got to fire somebody if you don't tell me who it is." Because it's really there's a hygiene issue there.
Of course there is. Look how bloody that looks.
It looks like he got mad at his shit and threw it. Like I've been in a mental institution with retards. They don't do that. They eat it. They eat it first.
Jesus. So was it him? What did it come out?
Yeah, it came out. He said he splattered all over the place. But how does it come out of your ass like that?
And he didn't get fired for it?
He got...
No, not for that. No,
you asked why he got fired, I can say.
All right.
Fuck it. We're just
I mean, yeah, the shit I opened up with. Go.
He would openly walk around here saying that he was going to take Greenstein's job.
Yeah, he would do a lot of things that weren't considered, what's the word, smart?
He would openly say that he was taking the boss's job.
Well, again...
And I would be like, Tim, shut up.
Fuck him.
Right. That fucking guy hasn't talked to me in 2 years. He would yell down the hall.
I worked with a guy at the port like that, at the Orange Juice Beer, where like the guy, our boss, was kind of like connected, and he would yell at all of us, "Fuck him! I'll take his fucking." And we're like going, "Woohoo!" Wow. let's calm down there.
Yeah. Where were we?
Watch your speed.
Sitting in Howard's chair.
Yeah, no, that's I can't believe that.
Tim Sabian's shitting on the wall.
Well, Crazy Cabby shot a porno in our old studio.
Yeah.
And that's why he got overnight.
That's taking a stupid chance.
But then we found out the promo team was getting laid in there. Like they weren't afraid, I guess, because they didn't get the speech every week. They said, "Dude, this is the biggest radio show ever. We'd take broads here at 3 a.m. and say we get you," and we'd fuck them in the studio. Like I'm like, I'm going, well, that's fine with me, but he didn't let Howard's like, come on, man,
right.
That ain't right.
It makes for good radio, though.
When
it comes out.
He had a picture of Ron Jeremy fucking the OJ. We had an OJ mask, and he fucked it in the mouth, Ron Jeremy. He has a picture of fucking OJ's face next to some whore, like smiling.
Oh, the good old days of radio.
I know. Now you can't.
People actually go to school for this.
When I got trouble with that tweet with the black chick Harry Champion,
right?
When I said I wanted to dress like Jefferson, and whatever, and so Scott Shannon, I think it was Scott Shannon's Z Morning Zoo. He was so offended by it.
He was
real. I would think it was Scott. Real dramatic. He went. It was a Z Morning Zoo guy. He would go. She thought she was safe. That's when the monster tweeted something. Kept saying monster like, and then the monster tweeted he wanted to have sexual intercourse.
You just pissed off E-Rock. He went, it's not Scott.
That's not Scott.
Yeah. Look, because...
why, Scott a friend of his?
He loves Scott Shannon.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. It's not Scott.
Remember the time we thought he called out sick and we caught him on the Periscope? That was fucking the best day.
Who's Scott Shannon?
He loves Shannon to the point. He calls out sick, and we're like, whatever. Everyone can take your days, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we get word from one of the fans. They should have been listening to us, but they weren't. They were watching Scott Shannon's feed.
That's hilarious.
And they're like, you might want to tune in the feed. E-Rock's sitting in the front row.
He called out, I have such a stomach ache. I can't make it, this whole thing.
The front row.
The guy's in the front row of a reunion show, I think it was.
Some kind of reunion show, I think, yeah.
It was so funny, man. He got busted. You can't get away with shit in 2016.
You can when you take the day off.
No, you can't.
No, you can't if you're sitting in the
Well, you're
front
supposed
row.
to be sick. You really,
Wasn't a sick day.
if my father asked me what
He's trying to defend himself. It wasn't a sick day.
if my father asked me what 2016 would be like, I'd be like, you know what, Dad, you'd hate it. Every guy acts like a chick, and Bruce Jenner is a chick.
Yeah.
You know, if honestly, it's like everything's on tape. Everything's on tape.
Yeah.
Right.
Can't get away.
You can't give a guy a 20 at a bar to get in the fucking. No one takes an illegal 20. It's ridiculous. Did Scott Shannon teach you this bring the sperm bit? Always bring your sperm.
Bring it home with you.
Something I learned in Denver when I was a morning editor.
When I was first starting out in the biz.
I had sexual.
When I was doing 2 for Tuesdays.
I had sexual intercourse with a Cracker Barrel waitress, and I left my sperm cut to me making child support payments until I took that girl on a cruise, a Z Morning Zoo cruise.
Yes.
He's got to have a lot of scratch, Scott Shannon, man. Z Morning.
Does he have more money than Elvis Duran? Who's got more?
No, Duran's got more,
Is
right?
Duran number one?
Yeah, he's killing it.
Scott's done very well for himself.
Yeah,
the last 30
right.
years.
He's still on the.
Are we getting Shannon in here soon?
Whenever he has time, yeah.
All right, we're going to get Scott Shannon in here.
No.
We're going to see if his face moves.
What about Elvis Duran? I'm a fan.
Yeah,
I love
I
Elvis.
met Elvis Duran. He introduced himself to me a couple
He's a nice
times.
guy.
Yeah, he's very happy.
I don't think we've ever met Elvis.
He's a good guy.
Probably
Lost a lot of
E-Rock
weight.
has.
Yeah.
He came up to me at an airport once and said, Artie! He sounds a lot like Hillary Clinton's running mate.
One of the fucking girls on that show once, I forgot her fucking name. I was there doing like a something else for Z100, like the young comedian fucking doing something on like for the podcast, bullshit.
Yeah, we all know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Fucking,
fucking young comic Z100.
Z100 fucking Rick Dorfman bullshit. Yeah, Rick Dorfman got it for me. And then
fucking persecution.
yeah, fucking person. And then fucking this girl, one of his like co-hosts, gets my, was talking to her and I got her number. And it turns out that I texted her a couple times and she never texted me back. And the guy I was doing the podcast with told me a week or two later she had this experiment going that she was talking about on the radio that morning of to feel like she still got it. She would just get guys' numbers to show that they're interested and then never text them back.
Oh,
so once I found that out, I took a picture of the fucking. I waited like 2 or 3 weeks to take like the biggest fucking cinder block diarrhea shit I could find, and I sent it right to her.
Good for you, Chris.
Right to her.
It's still no Tim Sabian shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the problem. It's anticlimactic.
Yeah, that could be the greatest shit of all time.
That shit was.
Well,
Picture's
it's
ridiculous.
got anger behind it. Clearly other extremities got involved. I mean, like he threw it.
Yeah.
Like what happened to him at Del Fresco's, he probably threw it like the food. Like he's an ape.
What did he say? He was like, "I'm out of here, fuckers," or something like that. He was just throwing cheesecake up against this.
Did he get in trouble for it?
It's beautiful down there. No, because it was a private
It's gorgeous.
room.
Del Frisco's gorgeous.
And he's gonna he's gonna give a really nice tip and all that. So they don't want to speak up because
I
they're
left a tip for you in the bathroom.
right. They're serving the room and they know like if they say anything, there goes their tip. And he knows this. So I mean, look, it wasn't.
Oh, could you?
It wasn't
fucking
cool,
imagine?
obviously.
He said something stupid before the fire extinguisher too. Like that's what he does. He says something ridiculous. He goes, "You fuckers, I love you." Covered in white. Like it was like the stripper stopped giving you a lap. He was like, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah, I missed that guy. I met him.
He was fun.
I ran into him recently. We did a little biz.
I'm having dinner with him.
Business.
I'm having dinner with him tomorrow night.
I never met the guy.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fucking ledge.
Yeah.
He is.
What's that?
And it's funny that you said there was anger behind that. He had to like turn his ass. He's like, now I got to spray over here.
There's clearly anger. There's anger at women there because he knows our cleaning woman is a woman. Take that, senorita.
Senorita.
Take that, senorita. Why, you're not good enough to fuck me? Huh? All of a sudden you can't fuck me, huh? Take this, honey. Take this, Pancho. I'll build a wall around you, honey. You'll never get out. What a fucking animal. What's the matter? My cocaine ain't good enough? Cunt. He gets up. He's like a superhero that shoots shit out of it.
What a fucking animal.
Like Iceman.
Unbelievable.
Chill out.
Oh, God.
He is nuts. But you're right. They don't make them anymore like that.
No.
Who do clients go out and have a politically correct brunch? Mm-hmm. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, no, he was screaming, I'm going to take his fucking job.
I'll take your job. I'll shit all over your bathroom. I'll shit all over Great C's house. Fuck him. Tim, please stop. Cut to him on the unemployment line.
Should we take a break before our guest comes in?
Who's your guest?
Who do we got today, man? We got Murph from the Impractical Jokers.
Oh, I know those guys.
I just opened up for Sal Volcano, and I see that their manager. I was just with this guy in Cincinnati.
How you know you have a great manager? When you say the sentence, I just opened up for Sal Volcano.
Yeah.
How many people?
Dude, 2,500 at least.
Jeez.
No, they're big.
Fucking
They're huge.
Celebs.
No, I know.
Big celebs. Great guy, Sal. Great fucking guy.
I know Sal.
No, he's great. He's great.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Is he the guy coming in?
No, the other guy's coming in.
No, the other guy. The Lance Bassler group.
We're not getting JT.
Did the fans like you or what?
No, to be honest, not really.
Why?
I didn't have a good... Roy Wood Jr. crushed. Then I went up, Then Sal murdered.
How'd you lose him?
Did you host it?
It was at Hanover University, very religious school. And I opened up with a joke about how my dad... thought I was gay because I had a blueberry yogurt.
That's funny.
And I was like, how if he was here right now, he'd tell me to dip the mic in the Chobani and shove it down my throat, and I lost them.
Colleges are so politically correct.
Yeah, I know.
Me and DePaulo and Colin Quinn worked at a college once where they had a deaf. This woman was signing.
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as we saw her, we said, "Listen, tell her to get off the stage. It's going to be tough."
Yeah.
So I get up there and I said to her, I asked her, "Any deaf people here?" They said no. I said, well, we don't need you. You can leave. There's no deaf people.
Yeah.
But she had to say everything I said.
Yeah.
So at the end of every joke, I would just say pussy for no reason. Yeah. I swear to God, on my father's grave, the deaf sign for pussy is a triangle by their crotch. You got to go like this. Okay. So after every joke for the last half hour, I just said pussy for no reason. I said, pussy.
Right.
Okay. And then at the end of my set, I said pussy 50 times in a row. Come on, pussy. She go like this. Pussy. She almost started to cry. Colin Quinn came out, and the first joke bombs. He walks over to her, hits her on the head, and goes, "Is this thing working?" So now she's crying. I ran out and I just said, "Pussy." She started to cry, and they kicked us off the stage. They kicked us off the fucking stage. We made the deaf sign cry. They had to pay us. They had to pay us like 20 grand.
But why the fuck? Why
Is this thing working?
If there's no deaf people,
He tapped her on the head.
Tapped her on the head and said, "Is this thing working?"
Oh God, is that the best?
And then I had to put it in the dumpster. I said, "Pussy." Yeah. And she went like this, burst into tears, and we got 20 grand and left.
And that was it.
Great.
All right,
They showed us.
Let's take a break before Merrick comes in here. We got Artie Lange in studio, ArtieQuitter.com for the podcast. He's got the Judd Apatow show coming up in February. We'll push that more when it gets closer there, Artie.
Yeah.
And, and the benefit for Mitch Hedberg's...
9:30, yeah. And I got a bunch of shows going. ArtieQuitter.com is my stand-up and everything.
God damn it, I think I was supposed to have Bonnie and...
Bonnie's doing this tonight, you know.
I know. I think I was supposed to have them in today to promote.
Oh, I'm on her. I'm on Bonnie and Rich's show tomorrow at the Village Underground. I forgot about that.
I've done that. It's great.
The one where they say I have to go up do comedy and then judges will say if they would bang me or not.
Really cool. You have to meet both of the people in the audience.
I hear it's a good show.
All right. Well, I got that, and also
Fuck, I
Christy.
think Bonnie was supposed to come in today. Shit.
Why didn't she?
I fucked up.
She's probably coming in.
No, I don't think I ever got back to her. Chris Distefano, what do you got?
ChristyComedy.com. You can get my Penguin T-shirts there, and Zumba at Badass Academy.
All right, what do we got? You know what we got to tweet out? Pete Davidson was on the show not that long ago talking about how Donald Trump can't read. The fucking clip was played on Samantha. What's her name again? There,
Samantha B.
Full Frontal with Samantha B.
Yeah, Samantha B. did a whole piece on it last night or the night before. She does her show on TBS, and now the video's blowing up. Pete Davidson just tweeted out he actually Instagrammed it. So we'll tweet it out. Donald Trump can't read. Pete Davidson swears Donald Trump can't read.
He probably can't.
Yes, he can.
Yeah,
he told the whole story when Donald Trump was the guest host on SNL.
Yeah.
You guarantee it?
I think Pete's being killed. You can't graduate from Wharton without reading.
I like to believe that he can't read.
It's a funny bit, but
why don't you tell me there's no Santa Claus?
I'm pretty sure he can.
You sure? I like to think that he can't. It's funnier if he can't. Fuck.
See, I don't know. I don't know if I buy it.
You know, you're not buying it?
It's funnier if it's believable.
Yeah.
Yeah, the man can obviously read.
You are.
I don't know if Pete can read.
Wow, my Twitter just exploded. People are fucking pissed off. They're like, what happened to your channel? It's good to know people are listening. What happened?
Not for that.
But we were what? Was it during the Tim Sabian shitting on the wall stuff?
Well, there was a lot of that, so probably. But yeah, there was a portion of the last segment we did where people were calling in, writing in, saying that it was a lot of static, and Marty and Chris's Artie and Chris's
Marty Allen.
Artie and Chris's mics were over distorted and everything. But here in the studio, everything was perfectly fine.
Yeah,
so
I don't believe it.
I don't know what happened on the XM side.
Uh-oh.
But for on demand and the replay,
someone's got a master switch. Ka-chong.
Hillary Clinton's hand is in this.
How do we blame Anthony Weiner? The fuck? That's a weird situation with the emails. They don't really they didn't really find anything. He just felt like he had to.
No. What happened was the guy. It's the craziest coincidence ever because, he had dummied up on the first time and said, "Look, I'm not going to charge you."
Right.
But then, so this fucking idiot who's married to the Clintons introduced them to this broad, her closest aide.
Right.
They investigate him because it's a federal offense if you sext a minor.
Right.
So the feds get involved. So the FBI's looking at his checks and his computer, and they see something with Hillary.
Right.
That's clearly crazy enough for him to go, fuck it, I have to open this investigation, otherwise I'll get impeached.
Yeah. I love Homa.
He had no other way to. Yeah, well, she's in trouble.
She's available.
She's looking at 50 years.
No.
Yeah, because each one is a crime. Each email is
Uma?
Yeah, because she let them go through.
Right.
Like, in other words, you gotta, like, the Hillary thing, you have to understand that when you get to that level of Secretary of State, you take an oath where they tell you if you discuss anything that's classified with unclassified people or that is a grade A felony. It's like you rape somebody.
Right.
So every email that gets let through the server is a crime. Oh. So you could technically have, she's got like 650,000 counts, maybe, of a grade A felony.
She can't go to jail, though. Who? They're going to send her to jail?
People got to jail for way less.
For way less. Yeah. So who goes to jail? Hillary, Uma?
All of them.
Weiner, obviously.
Well, that's what Hillary's racing. Hillary's racing to the presidency right now to pardon herself.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of what she's trying to do.
Oh, my God.
And Trump can't wait. If Trump gets in, forget it. They're all going. But if Trump gets in, he's going to hire a special prosecutor to take them all down.
You think Trump has a shot?
Of course now.
I feel like he has a shot again.
She's plummeting, and he's the only other guy.
Right.
So if he gets in, they're all going to go away.
This is fucking nuts,
man.
And what I love about it, no matter which one is in the White House, it's still going to be pretty awesome. Awesome as far as how crazy this whole thing is.
If she gets in, it'll be like Nixon again, because if she gets in, the Republicans will probably be running the Senate still.
Yeah.
And they're going to impeach her, which means exactly what happened with Nixon's second term. For 2 years, it'll be constant investigations.
Right.
She'll either resign, go to jail, or get impeached.
Wow.
And she'll have done nothing with the presidency.
That's a hell of a way to, have your first female president.
Well, that's what happens when the country's literally split down the middle. Like, there's enough people on the other side to fuck with you.
Who are the undecideds?
I know. Well, listen.
At this point, you still don't know? I mean,
a lot of people are staying home.
Let's get Murr in. James Murray from Impractical Jokers.
These guys are good guys. I've known these guys for a while.
What's up, Murr? Good to see you again, buddy.
Murr.
You're like a rock star now.
Going through.
I remember when you were just like starting out, and now you're a rock star on us.
Yeah, these guys a long time. They're really good guys.
Great guys. I just work with.
Did he just fuck up here?
That was the knee I was going to rest on my cellmate's forehead. Not a chair with it.
That looked like it hurt.
Nah.
I remember when you had a little show, and you're like, well, guys, I'm hoping this thing takes off, and now look at you guys.
I know. We're all grown up. We're all grown up.
It's exciting.
Well, how long has it been on for? How long have you been together for?
We created the show in 2010.
Wow.
6 years already? That was 6 years ago when you came in here?
Yeah, we started filming it in 2010. It started airing in 2011.
Wow.
Nuts, man.
Yeah. And they're nice guys, too. The kind of guys you root for.
I remember, you got to thank my brother-in-laws down in Philly. They were the ones like, you got to check out this Impractical Jokers.
Well, your family watches it, right? Everybody. Like the kids watch it, everything?
Everyone watches Impractical Jokers, my friend.
That's awesome.
I just opened up for Sal in
in Indiana, and we were flying out of Cincinnati, and he got mobbed like fucking Kanye. And I remember some flight attendant.
They look alike.
Some fucking flight attendant wanted a picture with Sal, and was like, some of my coworkers talking to me know who you are too, but I don't really give a shit. I just want the picture with Sal. And I remember I was eating a chipwich. I fucking had every urge to smash this chipwich in this bitch's face.
Oh, I thought you were gonna smash it in Sal's face.
Fucking Sal's the man. I love Sal.
Sal gave you the gig.
Sal's the best. I love Sal.
Chris
he didn't pay for my hotel
Chris
room,
might
but
have
whatever.
messed it up with his first joke, but
yeah.
Is that true to hotel room? Hey, Lange, you always got your hotel room paid for.
Artie Lange's always got the fucking
nice.
Fucking cost me money.
So what are we promoting? The Nitro Circus Spectacular?
We, you know how we did that the 100th episode last year? We walked the tightrope.
Sure, yeah, you came in and promoted that.
We were doing something even crazier this year. It's a 2-hour season finale live.
Jeez.
And actually, one of us got hurt practicing. And it's literally a flip of a coin whether Q's going to be able to compete on Thursday.
What happened?
Holy shit.
We were training. We teamed up with those Nitro Circus guys.
Right.
And the
those guys are
Travis
fucking
Pastrana.
Yes.
Those are the guys who broke what's the guy from fucking Jackass? Knoxville's dick. They broke his dick. He had to put a catheter in.
That's right, for like 2 years or something, right?
He did a stunt where Knoxville had to put a catheter in his dick every day for like 2 because he did something with the Nitro kid. What's the head guy's name?
Travis Pastrana.
Yeah, that guy's crazy.
Yeah.
What was Pastrana jumped out of a fucking plane with no parachute? Caught the parachute. It's fucking crazy.
That
Caught
is
up
nuts.
to the parachute.
Yeah, so and then Johnny did something and his dick broke. That's what happened.
What was his stunt again that broke his dick?
I think it was like a motorcycle jump or something, right?
Or a bicycle where he landed the wrong way on his dick.
We've all landed like that on our dumb bikes.
How do you break your softie?
He's well, I don't even had a hard on because he was doing a stunt. No, that's a good question. I think it just went into his prostate, and he came out the start. He signed I have a signed catheter.
Nice. That's worth a few bucks.
I'll sell it right now for a grand.
Well, so last week we were training down in his.
Oh, there it is.
his
I'm
compound.
sorry. That's what happened. The bike fell on him. The bike fell onto him.
Oh, that's bad luck. That'll break your dick.
Oh my God!
That'll break your dick.
Oh my God! The bike fell directly on his dick.
Oh, that's bad luck.
Oh fuck.
Well, so last Monday we're training in his compound and we're riding those ATVs, and he's got on that exact course actually. Right? He's got this crazy.
Where is that?
Course.
Is it Texas or something?
It's in Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Right.
He's got
It's
a big,
outside of Baltimore.
So he's got these big fucking hills and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Q's riding the ATV. He goes over a jump, and the ATV lands on his dick, and now he has a catheter.
Is that true?
No, he did flip over the ATV. He did flip over the ATV, and it landed on him, similar to that.
Did. And what happened?
And
did he break a bone?
He's got some busted up parts.
No. Oh, you're teasing this? Tell
I'm
us what
teasing. I can't tell. You'll find out on Thursday if he broke
So he might
things.
not do it.
We might have to have a swap in for him last minute. So,
Robbie Knievel?
We'll see.
He's not doing anything these days.
Yeah, we're going to find out on Thursday. It's flip of a coin whether he'll be Mario Lopez.
Oh my God! So you're combiting those shows.
We're combining the shows.
Might be Billy Bush. He would do it for you.
That's
guys.
like when Heart to Heart and Love Boat combined, late '70s. Well, I'm there. That's enough of a tease for me. No, I'm going to watch it.
What bone you think? What bone you think he broke?
If I had to guess, falling.
I would go with an arm.
I would go with a rib prop.
You can still ride with a rib.
But I think that if you're going to fall, I'm just trying to think of like when I watched Knoxville, like he got the bike, broke his dick, but broke a rib, potentially broke an arm. Right. Broke, an ankle potentially, but definitely a rib. I guarantee you a rib's broke. I don't know, but I fucking guarantee
broke a rib. That kind of pain is forget it.
Because they break so
you can't do anything.
Shit. And the doctors can't do anything for you. You just piss blood for fucking.
Well, there you go.
Year.
Well, no, this is good teasing. I like this.
It's good.
I'm a fan of.
I watched the behind the scene yesterday because I was talking at the beginning of the show. I got kicked out of my bedroom, been sleeping on the couch where I can watch TV to fall asleep, and I was watching I thought it was a rerun of Impractical Jokers, but it wasn't. It was an episode that aired last night about the behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, it was cool.
Of it, and because I always was wondering, I was like, these guys are so famous now. How the fuck they got to have people that know? And it was cool because they showed some of the people who know, who like I don't know that you're fucking Murr, right? Like I don't see cameras, and like how you guys just play it off.
Yeah, that's going to become a problem, right? People know you.
Yeah, it happens a lot though. Like that people don't realize they're on the show. An episode aired like 3 weeks ago where we're working at a pawn shop in Brooklyn, right? This guy comes in and Sal and Q behind the counter, and they're fucking around with him, and the guy says, he goes, you know what? You guys remind me of that TV show. The one with he said his words, the one with the 4 assholes from Staten Island. Right? He doesn't know he's on it, right? And he starts describing our show to us.
That's great.
So Joe and I come out from behind the back as he's looking up our show to Sal and Q. It's
well, that's like that was an old doo-wop group, 4 assholes from Staten Island. They used to play weddings.
Well, that's how we started.
Did you guys have a good one going on, and then they blew it by recognizing you, and you're like, "Fuck, man, that was going so well."
It happens. You know what happens more often is that we're in the middle of a great scene with somebody that's just perfect for the show, and some guy will come walking by like, "More!" Start taking photos.
Somebody from outside the scene.
Yeah, they're outside.
You know what I read too? I read that there was a 5th Joker, and now fucking the show's so successful, and now there's the 5th one who's just I don't know what he does.
Is it like a Pete Best of
It's a fucking Staten Island garbage man.
Could
you imagine you're one of the Jokers and then you're not?
Well, see that you're proving your generation.
Well, have Murray explain it.
I'll tell
is
you.
it true?
There's a backstory.
On the Wikipedia it says it. I could be wrong.
No, that's not accurate. But I will tell you a funny story though.
Damn it!
There was a time where it's the first season of the show. They the networks always test the pilots. They do these dial tests with it.
Right.
If audiences sit there and they watch the show, and if they like it, they turn the dial up. If they get disinterested, they turn the dial down. And they use this roller coaster graph to chart your future. Right?
Oh God!
And I did it for my sister Sam. True story.
Really?
Yeah. And I was just never. I didn't turn the dial. I was like bored.
Pam Dauber sucks.
Right. I made it hurt.
When I'm on a date, I do the same thing.
Yeah, you suck, honey.
So they ranked every part of the pilot episode of Impractical Jokers. So they had me, Sal, Q, Joe, and they had the scenes. They had the elevator scene, they had whatever, and they dial tested all of us. And the elevator ranked higher in the dial test than Q did. The physical elevator.
Gary Shandling, they ranked everybody on TV when the Larry Sanders Show was on. The Crypt Keeper, the skeleton, was higher than Chip. Was more popular by one. He was 116. The Crypt Keeper was 115. So the actual skeleton.
So what happened to the other Practical Jokers? There's a story there?
No.
That's a bullshit.
There's a lie.
There was always just the 4 Impractical Jokers. The Tenderloins, our comedy troupe, had other members.
Maybe that's it.
You see, but Chris, you're showing your generation because the ultimate thing happened. There really was another Beatle that got replaced.
Really?
Like that guy had to look at the Beatles. Yeah, Pete Best was the original drummer, and the story goes that he was getting too much pussy. Like McCartney and Lennon didn't like that he was getting. He's a good-looking guy.
And then they bring Ringo in.
Well,
though.
they find the ugliest
pussy.
guy. But Ringo is foul-looking. Right. So I guess they tried to find an ugly drummer. So that guy literally had to watch the Beatles happen. He's still alive, but
we had him in once. He is still bitter about it.
Yeah. He came on Stern once too. It's terrible.
Does he play music? Did he come out with an album?
He never stopped.
He was a good drummer. He had a couple of bands. I think it was Benny Button and the Boston Shorts from Staten Island. He was in the 4 assholes for a while. But he had to watch the Beatles
develop. He never stopped making music.
I mean, that's unreal.
He chased the Beatles for 50 years.
The pussy went down.
Right. Yes.
Oh boy.
So what are you guys going to do in this? Every stunts.
It's the first time ever we're letting people vote for who gets punished.
That's awesome.
That's the kind of hook.
Nice.
People always wanted us. They a say in what happens. So it's the whole episode is going to be a little bit like a middle-aged fat wipeout. Because we're not. I'm the only one in decent shape. The rest let themselves go when they
say you guys they look like success happened.
Yeah.
you stayed fit through it. That's good.
Not easy to do.
It's got all these stunts and this whole course that Nitro Circus guys put together. It's going to be crazy.
Those guys are absolutely. The Nitro Circus guys are they're the only type of guys I think I'd feel like very emasculated. If I was around those guys, oh come on, guys,
right?
Yeah, I'd feel like a chick.
Are they going to be doing some of their stuff too?
Yeah, they're going to be doing around us, behind us, over us, in us, all sorts of crazy things.
That guy casually. I watched one episode of Nitro Circus where that what's his face? I forget.
Pastrana.
Yeah. He just jumped between 2 buildings, going for the world record, and he's talking to his girlfriend very casual. I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah.
And then he just has a shot of liquor and then jumps these buildings. It's really insane. Well, what's insane about it is the casualness of it.
Because they're bored. They got to figure it out at this point.
But see, your show though is manic to the point where it's great. It's like a perfect combination. You know,
Yeah.
that's why I'd like to see. I can't wait to see this whole thing.
You can't stop watching Impractical Jokers because it's just crazy.
It's addictive.
It's well done. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Where are the other guys? Where are they?
Where are the rest of the Jokers?
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
She was in the hospital.
They're out with Tim Sabian.
We're only
Shitting
good
on the
enough.
wall.
We're only good enough for one Joker.
So where the fuck is Sal?
Yeah,
Sal's my
Sal,
boy.
you've been in here. What the fuck?
What the fuck, Sal?
So Sal's had enough of you.
Well, the
So
other
it probably
guys,
has.
the other guys are clearly overeating.
we get
They're at the
see you
buffet.
we get to see you in December too.
December,
right?
yeah, we'll be at December 10th. I'll be
that?
opening for the Impractical Jokers at the Susquehanna Bank Center in
Yes.
Camden, New Jersey.
We're doing like,
Camden.
a Christmas show.
Yeah, it's
It's
Christmas show.
exciting.
I'm
It's
gonna come out
actually
there.
it's in Camden.
Yeah.
That's part of it. That's the Nitro Circus
Does
part.
the venue have electricity?
Yeah.
How big are the crowds getting, Mara?
Well, it depends
That's
on where we are.
6,000.
Yeah, in we just did Pittsburgh. We did almost 8,000.
You did where the
That's great.
Penguins play.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
That's
The-
right.
Camden will be about 6,000-7,000.
This Hanover, Indiana show was fucking wall-to-wall packed with Christians.
Is that what a lot of Christians go to the shows?
At least this school.
That was your problem.
Oh, yeah, dude. As soon as I get the fucking...
You should have saw the crowd and said, I'm not doing the blueberry yogurt bit.
well,
Is this thing working?
Well, yeah, Sal just told me to go for it, so I fucking went for it.
Set you up, I think.
Sal told me to go for it, yeah, so he could have an easy cakewalk of I ate it, and then he crushed.
Well,
it's all right.
Camden. I thought nobody was in Camden. I thought it was like an abandoned
I think
city.
people cross the bridge to come to the show and then they go right back to their homes.
They're literally cops won't answer calls in Camden.
That's the God's honest truth.
It's unbelievable.
We did our virus tour there back in the day.
Is that where the Bill Burr bit? That was Philly.
Yeah, I guess it was there.
Is
right?
that where it happened?
Eric, Eric, you listening? Bill
He's
Burr,
listening.
was that the Camden show?
That was the Philly show.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was the
I can't
Camden
wait.
show.
I can't wait to get my shot.
But you got to make sure you get over that river properly.
Oh, yeah.
No wrong turns.
Philly, the worst heckler I ever had in my life was in Philly. It was at the Electric Factory, a Christmas show I did for
What a
K-Rock.
great fucking club.
Well, it was like we made good money there, but they were standing up and they were drinking, and there's a little balcony where they look down on you, like the gods looking at you eating by a lion or something.
Yeah.
And okay, there's this kid drinking Molson with a girlfriend. They're in flannel shirts. After every joke, there'd be some laughs, and he would yell out, "You fat fuck!" Like perfect timing. He was getting more laughs than me, so I said, "Fuck it, I just want to get a check." I let him do it.
Right.
For the last 28 minutes, I say a joke, but I'm like, "You fat fuck!" Laugh. 28 minutes into that, I say a joke, laugh, there's nothing. I look up, his girlfriend is holding his Molson. She goes, "He's in the fucking bathroom."
He's in the fucking bed.
You needed him.
I said, "Where's the fat fuck?"
Right.
It became like Stockholm syndrome.
Well, no,
I did. You needed each other.
He was in the bathroom.
He didn't understand his bit was working and killing.
And she was holding his Molson.
That's funny. Oh my God, the bit's working.
But the Burr thing resonates because Philly is Philly, man. It is really scary.
Well, and the crowd, but the Impractical Jokers crowds are literally at the show in Indiana. There was a 2-year-old in the fucking crowd, and then Sal was saying it's 2 to fucking 70. That like people, the whole spectrum.
That's
of
most
age.
of our audience is either 2 or 70.
2 or 70.
It's a known
That's
fact.
But it's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Best thing I ever saw at a hockey game. I'm 15 years old. We go see a Flyers Rangers game in Philly. My older cousin was a hardcore Ranger fan. So a guy on the Rangers gets checked into the glass by one of the guys on the Flyers. Now I was a big hockey guy, but the guy. This is back in 1982 when you could do anything you wanted, and we were in the 4th row. Okay, the guy has the guy on the Rangers smashed. He's smushing his face into the glass. This guy in a Flyers jersey gets up in the front row like a nerdy looking kid, had glass on. He slowly takes out like the outlaw Josie Wales. He slowly takes out a black magic marker and had the presence of mind to draw a cock into the mouth. Yes, into the mouth of the guy getting checked. Like this, the guy was like, "Ah!" The guy on the Flyers saw what was happening, kept putting his face like the guy was trying to get away from the dick. He's like, "Fuck you!" The kid threw a big cock with balls into the mouth of the guy getting checked.
Did he go hair on the balls?
Well, he got time because the guy kept it was a black dick. He made it a black dick. He put it. He's like, "Ah!" And he goes, "Ah!"
How great is it that the Flyer, that's old school sports where the Flyer's working with them? Like, okay, you need a little more time to draw your dick.
No other sport, no other city would the home team help the guy.
Fuck.
He said, "You're not getting away from this fake dick. You're going to suck this fake dick."
Was the crowd going ballistic?
What do you think?
I was going ballistic. It's the single greatest thing I've ever seen in a sporting event. The kid figured out that quick to draw a dick into the guy's mouth.
And now
It was on his mind. He was ready to go.
It's like they rehearsed it.
And now you can't even bang on the glass. They'll throw you out.
Islanders games, you get thrown right out if you bang on the glass.
Oh, it's for kids now. That's why it's all for kids.
Someone told me they've had that rule for a while, but I went to a lot of games at Nassau Coliseum. They weren't throwing people out for that, and they were letting them do it. But in Brooklyn, me and you, when we went, every time someone was banging on the glass, they're throwing people out.
You can't fight either on the ice anymore.
Dennis Potvin on the Islanders got arrested for beating up his wife. At every Ranger game, there was a chant, "Beat your wife, Potvin." At operas in 1982, you'd hear that shit.
Yeah. Oh, they never stopped that chant, by the way.
New York was gritty. It was gritty.
They never stopped the Potvin chants.
But drawing a dick, I loved that kid was like Elvis to me. Drawing a dick into the guy's mouth.
Is there any video of that anywhere that exists?
Well, that was before everyone had a phone.
No kidding. What else, Murr? What do you got, buddy?
We do that. We do that whenever we go to an important meeting. Yeah, like seriously, when we pitch jokers, we pitch it to a bunch of networks. We go, they bring you to a conference room when you go into a network. Sure. You sit there, you wait for 5 minutes for all the executives to come in, whatever. Bring you a bottle of water. You're sitting there in this long conference room, and to this day, whenever we go to a conference room at the network, at any network, they have a pad in the middle, right? Yeah. So you flip through a couple pages in. You don't start on the first page. That's an amateur move.
That's amateur.
And we draw just pages and pages of penises. Right, with the balls, everything, and then we leave it there. And instead of the whole meeting, nobody ever knows it. And that's a joke that just I'll never see who that affects, but I know in my mind I'm ruining somebody's meeting.
Weeks down the road.
It might be in an hour, it might be a week from now. And you're going to see my dick.
You're the reason I'm not getting a deal.
Right.
Sal and I do a similar thing. Whenever we go into a store that has candy on the shelves or a deli, whatever, we'll go up to the counter and I'll very quietly, right below the counter, I will pick up a candy bar and I will crush it in my hands and then flatten it back out and smooth it out so it looks perfect, but inside it's dust, okay? Yeah. And I put it there on top, and Sal will be crying. We leave, and never knowing, but in my mind, here's what happens. We leave, an hour later, a kid who is maybe 10, 11 years old, bright-eyed, he's got the future ahead of him, has been saving his allowance, his newspaper allowance for weeks to buy that Twix bar, right? Yeah. He comes in, puts it down, takes it out, walks out of the store, and just... a puff of dust pours out, and he learns a valuable lesson about life thanks to Sal and I.
Yeah, right. Well, he'll let me diabetic. Lucky me, I got the full Twix bar.
I used to take bites out of hot dogs at 7-Eleven and put them back on the rack.
Oh, God.
Just take a bite, put it back.
Is that true?
Well, I played basketball in college. That's what we would do. We'd take a fucking Greyhound bus to North Carolina. So what else would you do? I used to snort wasabi, all that shit.
Well, there's footage of the one Philadelphia Phillies game. A guy threw up on an infant. There was a baby in front of him, and he threw up on the kid.
Yes.
And then the father of the kid didn't move.
No, that's Philly.
He kept watching the game.
Philly can handle that. Philly can handle that shit.
Get a virus.
Right.
He's got Camden puke all over.
Philly doesn't play, man. I'm still trying to figure out Philly.
Yeah, they're hardcore.
They've been in my life for 12 years now. I'm still trying to figure out Philly.
God bless them.
They are unique.
They're loyal fans.
Love them. Murr, so then what happens? This is the season finale, and then you guys take a little break?
No, we've been filming season 6 for about 2 months now.
Jesus.
So this is a season 5 finale. Season 6 starts, I think, sometime in February.
No work ethic.
Yeah. How many seasons do you think you guys got in you before they say, all right, we're done
I'm
with
going to do as many as we possibly can.
Just might as well. Keep that shit going.
As many as we possibly can.
Hell yeah.
You don't want to be like McLean Stevens and you quit MASH year 2.
Oh, my God, yeah.
To do Hello, Larry.
You think that was a bad move? You think that was a bad move?
Hello, Larry. Goodbye, McLean. That was the truth. Hello, Larry.
Yeah. How did that work out for you?
Him and Metal Arc Lemon had a series.
Well, didn't they say, too, Janine Garofalo turned down Elaine in Seinfeld to do her own show?
You know why? Because she was too busy rolling her eyebrows. That was Janine Garofalo's biggest joke of the night is rolling her eyebrows. She would say something like, Speed, there's a plausible movie.
But it happens the other way, too, where someone turns down a bomb.
How bad would Seinfeld have been with that fucking cunt?
I don't know if it...
playing Elaine. Oh, she's horrible. What a terrible person. She's an awful cunt.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you did. I called her a cunt on the William Shatner roast, and that got the biggest laugh of the night. She wasn't even there.
She wasn't even on the
Yeah, no, I don't like her. It's a personal thing.
I hope they're taking care of you over there.
The network's been
buying big fucking houses and nice cars or what?
Don't do the Allen Iverson thing.
Yeah, what do you got?
You know, Allen Iverson lived next to me in college. He was in the dorm room next to me. And
When days were good.
He used to borrow condoms from us.
Well, now he lives there. He lives there again.
I mean, not borrow. I mean,
He now wishes he could live there.
Yeah. I know, now that's like a palace for him. Is that true?
Yeah.
He borrowed condoms? Well, he should have kept that up. At some point, he lived next to a guy that didn't have any condoms.
Yeah. We went to school together, and he was we lived next door to each other sophomore year.
Boy, you sound exactly like each other.
Yeah, you know.
Same English class.
Were you guys friends or not really?
You know, it was more like you live next to me kind of friends.
Fucking Georgetown, huh?
That's
No,
it.
but Georgetown, did he ever go to class? He never had to do anything, right? No. John Thompson got him out of jail.
Yeah.
So, so listen. If you can hit, you play, man. You hit, you play.
That's it.
He was great at Georgetown, man. Remember him, Chris? Chris has skills, man. Basketball.
Yeah. Enough.
Were you all American?
Yeah, Division III.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's insane.
I mean, it's fucking whatever.
You got to be good, man.
Yeah, it was all right.
It's weird to see him with just one tattoo.
Oh yeah,
it's so strange to see
Just
him.
one wife, too.
Yeah. What have you bought with your money? Anything good?
I bought a. Let's see.
Did you splurge
I got a
on
Terminator
anything?
2 video arcade game.
Terminator 2 video bar, but it was dusk.
That's it. Terminator 2
Are you
video
still
arcade
on
game.
Staten Island, or did you move
No,
out?
I mean I live downtown.
Downtown, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
get
I've
out
never owned a
somewhere.
car. I don't. I bought a house in Florida.
Okay.
as like
Well,
a
that's
rental.
nice.
As a rental.
I don't think you should buy a car anymore.
No, lease it.
With all the apps and stuff, it's kind of stupid, right?
Oh, with Uber. Oh, yeah,
Why?
yeah.
What does that mean? Like
Uber?
Explain that to me.
Uber, Lyft.
Oh, why you never get? You never drive?
You don't really need a car
I
anymore.
love driving, though.
I love
Yeah.
driving too, to be honest.
Especially without a license, huh?
But now, I think it's getting really stupid if you're a young person to buy a car. Why would
Well,
you?
if you live in the city,
If you live in the suburbs,
no, you're
can't.
right. You shouldn't get a car where you live. Yeah,
right.
That's a good excuse not to visit people in Staten Island.
And why does everyone leave Staten Island? I hear it's a lovely place to live.
Everybody except the Wachese family.
Yeah.
No, it's nice.
Sal and
love
Q
Staten
still live on
Island.
the island.
Yeah?
They're still rocking it. My parents are still there. I'm there all the time. But I think it's the commute. The commute is
It
tough.
does suck. It's like it's far from the city, you know.
It's cheap, though. I mean, it's cheaper to live out there. And now
Yeah,
by
well,
the
that's
Staten
why.
Island
It's too
Ferry,
far away,
it's
yeah.
nice down there.
Right.
But
How long is the ferry ride? For like 40 minutes, right?
No, it's like a half hour, I guess.
Yeah.
They punished me the other day. I thought we were going to film a Sal punishment, and I'm taking a car, an Uber, over to what I think is an Uber to Staten Island. We cross the Verrazano Bridge, and the driver makes a right off the bridge. I'm like, where are we going? We're going to the middle of the island to punish Sal, and he makes another wrong turn. I'm like, dude, you're going the wrong way, right? So the driver says, oh, I'm sorry, the GPS is all screwed up. He hands me an iPad, which is ringing, and it's the guys on the iPad saying, I'm the one getting punished. And the doors lock. The guy takes off, and now he's flying down these back streets of Staten Island. And he's a stunt driver, and I have no idea, right? And he does the old move where you remember Knight Rider, where he drives the car, the Mercedes, up onto a ramp of a truck, like Knight Rider, right? Right. You know, Michael Knight goes zooming in Kit onto a truck. Now, so I'm not on a car on the truck. The truck starts moving, drives to a boat on right by the ferry, drives onto the boat. So now it's a boat, a truck, and a car all on top of each other.
Man.
The boat sets sail into the East River. I'm still locked in.
You're in the car. Wait,
I'm
you're
locked in. Right? The boat sets sail into the East River. It goes to the Statue of Liberty. I'm 100 feet away from the Statue of Liberty. They unlock the doors. They make me climb out onto this little dinghy and get dressed as the Statue of Liberty. Oh, I shouldn't be saying this. What the fuck? This is for next season. I shouldn't be saying it.
Let's fucking go ahead. People are going to watch that, though.
Oh, this channel's all static.
You got to finish it up now.
Now you got to finish. I mean, you're
And
already
they
in.
had tour boats go by and take photos of me as the statue with the real statue behind me, like an idiot.
You know, we'll end it for Eddie Blue guy. That's what
Yeah.
But that's a great episode.
That sounds like
Do you
a
ever
great
get
episode.
fucking mad at them? Like, mad at each other?
The joke is it's a royal waste of time. The car, the truck, the boat. Just stick me on the goddamn boat.
Oh, that's it.
Like, what is the whole thing other than just
Were
a
you
waste
scared?
of my time? I was afraid they were going to sink the boat.
How the fuck to the
You were
lawyers?
nervous. You were
Sink the
legit
boat.
nervous.
Yeah.
You know
I really thought. You know what? If it was like one of those, you know,
that's
Murr,
scary,
you know we
man.
can't do anything on radio anymore, and they're allowing this shit.
That is like, well, how big is
What
the
the
release?
fuck? No kidding.
Yeah.
Do the lawyers ever go, all right, relax, you can't do this?
Yeah, they
get
got
shit
it.
shot down?
You know what's funny? They had one thing shot down. I have a revenge punishment coming up in a few weeks. I'm punishing the three guys. They don't know what I'm going to do, and I can't say it. But the lawyers said that we can't do it yet. We can do it in a few months because as you film more of a season of a show, if you die, you have to pay out less money. You know what I mean?
Well,
like the
listen,
insurance goes down.
It gets cold. It gets cold. They go, if you die, you know.
They're waiting for their stock to drop a little bit.
Right.
Okay, now you can
So when we
jump
film
out of
more
a
of
plane
season 6,
without a
we're going to do
parachute.
it. Yeah.
Well, that's what a reverse mortgage is, you know. I understand it. They're just waiting. The bank is betting you die.
Yeah.
You got to outlive the death.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, I'm really into the Nitro thing. That's going to be great. When is that?
It's this Thursday night from 8 to 10 live on True TV.
That's good.
And it's at the Prudential Center. So if you're anywhere near New York, you can get tickets and come on by.
Yeah, Newark. That's good. Oh, wait. In Newark or Camden? Newark.
Newark.
Yeah.
Camden is our Philly show. That's in December.
I'll be doing.
Prudential Center, Newark, Thursday at 8.
You got it.
That's pretty cool.
Great
Fucking
facility.
great.
All right. Should we get him out of here, E-Rock? I heard you only had till 5:30, my friend. You good? Can you stay, Mur?
Whatever you guys want. You tell me.
You tell us.
Well, let's think. Is it going well?
I think so. I love Mur. I think it's good, and I love Impractical Joke. I've never met him. He's
You
one of
never
those
met
guys.
Mur?
I feel like I've met you, but we actually
I don't know how
never
it's
physically
possible
have
because
met.
obviously we know each other.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like the friendliest guys
Yeah,
ever.
it's great. I know.
They are. Their fate did not go to their head.
It did not. I mean, you could tell. He's still wearing New Balances. No, I'm joking.
Where's your house? It's a rental in Florida.
Q's parents bought a house in the Villages. Have you heard of this place?
No.
It's the largest growing city in America. It's 55 and older. I can't even live there, right? His
I got 5 years of there.
Alan Iverson can when he gets his money.
That's right.
It is the STD capital. It's the STD capital of the United States because all the seniors are there,
Sure.
and it's also the swinger capital of the country.
Of course.
Wow.
Okay, so all these seniors go there, and the women outnumber men like 3 to 1,
Nice.
right? Because men all die when they're whatever. So you got all
men
these like
work for a living.
and everybody's popping pills and they're having swinger sex and swinger sex
Sounds
parties.
like what New York used to be.
And the STDs are all, like it's the
What part of Florida? Like West Coast?
It beat wasn't it Baltimore that was the #1 STD capital?
I thought Vegas.
Track of this. That
shit.
makes sense.
Yeah, and the Villages
tell
took
us.
it over.
But in Florida, what part of Florida?
It's called the Villages. It's about a half hour
east or west coast?
north of Orlando. about a half hour.
Center.
Fucking right by Disney.
And you got a house there?
So Q's parents own a house, and then Q bought a house and started renting it out to the seniors.
Well, how did he buy if he's not 55?
They like
He
10%.
found a loophole.
Yeah, there's a loophole. Is he can't live there, but he can be the landlord.
Dude, I've heard of this place because it looks like a
It's like Disneyland.
No,
Disneyland for seniors.
I've heard of this place because it looks like a Hollywood set. You
Yes.
got to show Artie these pictures. This looks like they're just making a movie every day. Right? That's the place.
It's unbelievable,
Look at
right? They
this.
have
It doesn't look real.
like an old timey movie theater.
Like it's all pastels.
Yes, it looks like America in the 50s. It really feels
Well,
that
that's
way.
a good idea buying a place there, then, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good for you.
Look at all the golf carts in town.
How does everybody get these good tips? I did the worst shit with my money. I bought a water park in Flint, Michigan. You know, what a terrible advice. 4 kids got lead in their fucking stomach.
That's not real life. Look at that. You're living in a fantasy world.
It's like the perfect community.
Right.
But it's Trumpville. My God.
I could imagine.
Trumpville all the way.
Yeah.
I love him out there.
Yeah.
My house at Thanksgiving.
What, you don't like Trump?
No, I'm not saying I don't or do.
fuck?
I'm just saying
What are you, a
that's
communist?
You better get used to it. Something crazy is going to happen.
We're the impractical jokers with the election. Who likes Trump? Who likes Hillary?
Be careful.
You know.
Be careful, Artie says.
No, in politics, stay with politics.
Yeah.
You're famous now. Forget it.
You got to make believe you like both guys.
You do well. I get out of it.
Especially on this show.
I'm a convicted felon. I can't vote.
I truly don't like
I get out of
anyone. Do you like one of them?
Well, I
Artie?
know Trump.
We all know
I used
Trump.
to golf with him.
Yeah.
And, he's a fun guy to hang out with. I don't know if I want him.
I
It's one of
love.
those things where, like, you like a guy, but do you want him dating your sister?
Yeah.
Like, I like him. Do I want to be a president?
I loved when he used to call the show.
That temperament thing is really real. Like, he's got the temperament of a 4th grader. You could goof on his shoes and he'll immediately say something about your mother. You barely know him. I golfed with him and Eli Manning, 9 holes, and we were, by the 3rd minute we were together, we were goofing on Eli Manning like 2 bullies in a high school. like, shut your mouth, retard. He was calling him a retard. God, if I only had a tape.
Yeah. Did you hit your knee again?
No, I got a cramp. Jesus Christ. I cannot
Drink some water,
I cannot
Artie.
be less healthy. Oh, fuck.
You got a cramp while sitting?
Yeah.
In the quad calf.
Holy Christ, Mark, I'm getting punished.
Wait, Chris, this is Chris. He went to school for this.
Wait, I got
Remember,
it.
he's a
No, don't touch
therapist.
me, Chris.
Come on, touch me, Chris.
I'm better.
I'll get you pregnant.
When I feel pregnant.
We got some friends of yours on the line here. These fuckers should have been in studio, man. Yo, Q. Joe. The fuck?
Q.
You guys should have came in here.
Listen to me. We'll be in there another night, but this is the only way we can hang out without Murr.
Come on. I heard you guys. It's Artie. I heard you guys are out of shape.
Yeah, we are. I'm a fat mess.
That's good. You're successful.
Yeah, Murr said he's the only one that's in shape out of the four.
Well, no, he's got the most feminine frame, so that's
true. And what else did he say? Oh, he told us a great bit for season 6.
Yeah, I accidentally told the. I probably shouldn't have said the whole.
He told the
Statue of Liberty bit.
Yeah, the Statue of Liberty bit. We're all looking forward to that.
Yeah, we got him good. My concern is, why are you telling America where my parents live?
Artie's either having a heart attack or his calf hurts. We're not really sure.
My fucking leg.
It's you hit your knee again?
No, I got a cramp.
You got to stand up and drink water, Art.
Stand up. I can't do either right now.
Drink water.
That's what helps with cramping.
Listen, 2 things I can't do.
You see how much liquid he's drank in the last 3 hours?
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
You have to stretch before you do radio. Everybody knows that.
Artie might,
you can't see this, but I
Artie
just
might have
saw
a blood clot.
Artie's
We don't know.
full ass.
Artie's full ass
Your
is
ass
out.
is fully
I
out.
don't know. I'm not in shape. What do you want to tell you?
What do you want me to do?
Your jeans aren't covering it.
I'll be doing this at Caroline's at 9:30.
Yeah, Caroline's tonight. Artie's
Having
part of the
cramps.
benefit.
No, I
Promoting
get
the
cramps.
crap.
I don't know. Does that have to do with diabetes?
Yes, it does, but that's.
Oh, I can't wait to cut these legs off.
We could call Steve. He'll let you know.
You know what? I might get those fake legs anyway that they make for the Olympic athletes. I'm
pretty
I'm not
amazing.
sick, but I might just get them. I need them.
The legs they got figured out. It's the arms. They're still.
The arms, they look like lobster
But
claws.
they're getting closer with the arms. But the legs, man, are unbelievable.
Where are you
Q, where
guys?
are you?
Yeah, where are you
Get
guys?
over here.
We're in New Jersey right now. We're breaking into Artie's apartment as we speak.
My Mexican maid's there. Tell her to get a move on. I blew up my picture of me and Trump golfing and put it next to my bed so the Mexican maid will hop to it. Mr. Artie, he your friend? Yeah, get the laundry done, sweetie.
Put the ball in your kitchen.
I did. I blew up a picture of me and Trump. It's right next to my bed.
That's hilarious.
She knows what he looks like. I like it.
We got
shitting on
a
everything.
couple cleaning people. Man, they'll tell you how much they hate Trump.
Oh, sure.
If they got broken English, they don't like the Trump. I'll tell you right now. That is a guarantee.
Mark told you he's voting for Trump, right?
Huh?
Mark told you he's Team Trump. He's voting for Trump.
I didn't say that.
He's being very protective of who he likes in this election.
Hookers in New York made a Blumpkin a Trumpkin. That's how effective he is. If you get if a hooker blows you while you're shitting, it's now a Trumpkin.
Hey, is it Q or Joe that got hurt, or is it
Q?
It's not Sal, is it?
Q had some. Got a little injury. Well, Q, you tell us.
Yeah, Q, tell us what bone you broke, because
I guessed rib.
And I said arm.
Rib is tough, man.
Yeah, rib. I got a couple of broken ribs on my left side. I rolled an ATV on myself. Not a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I also got nerve damage in my left leg. I have no feeling in my left hip.
So does Artie.
Yes, yeah.
I've had that since the late 80s. But that footage of Knoxville, when the bike falls on him, was it anything like that? I mean, that's terrible.
Yep.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. I was coming down a hill. I did a little jump, and when the wheels landed, they were pointed right. So the whole ATV went right on a downhill slope.
Fuck.
And rolled up in front of me. He did his best impression of a speed bump. It was great.
Man, that is hard.
And what sucks is you signed your life away, so you can't even sue him for the big bucks.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to see?
They owe you.
Oh, you got?
Oh, wait, now we got the
Murr's
video?
got the video.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Murr went from not telling us anything to now showing us the video.
Now that Q said it, what can I do?
All right.
Now, who's that? That's
It's all about telling secrets. Statue of Liberty, where Q's parents live. The whole thing about the ribs.
Yeah, he's showing us the video.
I fully intend to sue Murray.
What?
He's the only person
Ain't working.
to
It
sue
ain't
him.
working.
He showed us where Spider's buried. And it doesn't work. You see, that's what you get.
Yep.
And do you know Murr is keeping track of what city has the worst STD problem?
Yeah, it's whatever one he's in.
Murr!
All right.
Murr, getting it in.
Joe, sit quick.
He thinks it's Baltimore. He thought it was Baltimore, and now
It used to be Baltimore. Now it's the Villages.
now it's the
from what I
Villages
hear.
in Florida.
Yeah.
Yes. So, what do you guys?
Well, it depends on what team Cromartie's playing for, right? He's in Buffalo now. It's Buffalo.
That's the video. There you go.
What do you? Oh, so the video's online, and you don't want to talk about it on the show?
Here it is. Yeah.
Yeah, they released part of the video of the accident.
All right, let me see this.
Here it comes.
The danger. Oh, that's ribs.
Oh, yeah, that's
ribs. I knew it would be ribs.
Yeah, that's ribs, all right.
Yeah, you see, that's it was coming right on like an avalanche.
Jesus.
That's what she said.
So it's got to hurt when you laugh and breathe and all that shit, huh?
It's got to hurt when you laugh. Don't come to Caroline's tonight at 9:30.
You'll really be.
Whatever you do.
You can't handle it.
What else could you say about Nitro Circus Spectacular?
Geez Louise, I mean, what can you say about it, man? It's 40-year-old guys doing shit that they should have done 10 years ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, the tightrope thing from last year, holy, that was crazy. Anything as bad as that this year? Huh?
Yeah. Well, the whoever America votes for to lose the episode gets punished alone, and I don't want to say too much about exactly what happens to him, but there is a cake wall involved.
A cake wall?
A wall of cake is involved in the final punishment.
Fantastic.
Any of these punishments involve a bare bottom spanking?
A wall of pussy.
I mean, and you guys, America gets to vote for it by going online and using, and now since Sal isn't on, we should all say just to use hashtag punish Sal.
Yes.
So everybody can just Sal to get punished. He's not here to defend himself.
Fucking Sal.
Yeah, fucking Sal, all right.
He's probably still eating pizza in Cincinnati.
Jerk off, right?
This guy tore it down.
Fucking jerk off.
Guy ate a
this
whole
Sal.
pie.
Did he really?
Guy, he was fucking going off. I was like, there's be no pizza left in Cincinnati if you keep this up. He was like, I'm hungry. I get nervous when I go on
Cincinnati,
stage.
I don't mind.
It was good, the pizza in Cincinnati.
Oh, you get better pizza in Korea.
What makes their pizza good in Cincinnati?
I don't know. It was good pizza.
Johnny Bench.
I went with Sal and his manager, whose name is Dexter. I called him Baxter the fucking first 24 hours by accident.
And he
fucked it up.
He didn't correct you?
No, he's a great guy. He's here now. This guy's got the best hair in fucking the game.
Yeah.
His hair is unbelievable.
Dexter's there? Yeah, look at his shoes.
There he is.
Unbelievable shoe and hair game.
Great shoes, great
Dexter's
hair.
the best.
He's great. Fucking Dexter Baxter.
Artie, speaking of pizza, you know where you get great pizza?
Where?
Caroline's tonight. They have good pizza.
They actually do have good pizza.
That's the one thing. That's the only thing that's not funny. The pizza.
And wash it down with the Dennis Leary while you're at it.
Yeah, the Damarera donuts.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
The Tom Dreesen fries. Well, actually, Whoopi Goldberg and Gilbert are doing a show before us.
Jesus, really?
That's a fucking show.
Gilbert was supposed to be in here today.
Yeah, what happened with Gilbert? I thought he was coming in.
I don't know what happened with Gilbert. Then I got a talking to that Ant's not allowed in the building still.
Oh, boy. Anthony?
I was going to sneak Ant in.
Who?
Anthony.
You know Opie and
He's not? You said Ant. I thought you meant the gay comic Ant.
supposedly I guess I got a talking to.
He's not allowed in the building.
They're like, I'm
surprised I'm allowed in the building after last week. Shit, it was crazy.
I thought it was open and honest and funny and
I didn't care, but I'm saying
touching at times.
There was a lot of bad blood.
That was a wonderful appearance by Artie Lange.
Every once in a while, you gotta have a war. It's been 10 years since the last one.
Yeah, I got a talking to though before the show today. Like, they heard down the hall that you're trying to get Anthony on the show.
Is that true?
Yeah.
So they said no way.
They said make sure he knows he's still banned from the building.
Is Sabian allowed after that shit?
I don't think Sabian's allowed in the building anymore. Anthony, obviously, I didn't know. I thought I really was gonna, but then I was like, yeah, but is he in the computer as banned?
We could sneak him in. We'll dress him
That's
up.
what I'm
like
saying.
Yeah, yesterday was Halloween. He missed the fucking opportunity.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Get him in.
Because I mean, we created a buzz because Artie's like, I want Gilbert. I go, you grab Gilbert. I'm grabbing Anthony. We're doing a fucking show.
Yeah, Gilbert.
And then who gets bumped? Me.
I said that.
I'm out of here. Fuck. I'm going through enough, and now I get a call. I can't fucking come to the show.
You could be in one.
We should tell Murray. The show started, and the replay is going to start in a few minutes. I mean, out of the box, we played a little Blackberry Smoke, and then Chris decided it was time to just fucking tell
You
everyone
gotta
what's
be
going on in
careful,
his
man.
life.
Like I said before, with the Sturgeon, I go on 6th Avenue and you realize you just told 20 million people that, your father blew you. What?
It seemed logical at the time until you go back on the stream like, what the fuck did I just do?
Well, the tweets I got and texts I got.
You have that talent too. You lure you like Howard, lure you. It's just me and you talking, right? No, it ain't.
Shut up! Don't give away my tricks.
Everybody in traffic in Missouri.
don't give away my tricks.
If someone's in traffic in Juneau, Alaska, now they know I fucking punched my guidance counselor in the face. Not angel dust. Anyway, Caroline said I think.
Chris is trying to leave his girl who he has a kid with.
You're trying to leave her.
And he's got a stepson.
Yep.
And he's sleeping on the couch.
He'll be living in the villages in 2 weeks.
And he has a foot out the door. And then he might have got his girl pregnant while she's on her period.
Yep.
She feels like she's
That's
pregnant.
impossible, isn't it?
Well,
that's what I thought.
She feels like she's pregnant after 7 days.
Wait.
That's what I thought.
Thank you.
Dude,
Thank you,
I'm telling you.
Like literally, her body's pushing it all
That's
out.
what I thought. That's what I thought. Well, you went to Farrell, right?
Yes.
I went to Archbishop Malloy, which is the fucking Queens version of Farrell.
Are you saying they didn't teach us sex ed
They didn't
correctly?
teach us fucking that, and now I'm like, and then I Google it. It's like, you're an idiot if you think that you can't get a girl pregnant on her period.
But it's...
Well, you can't, that's the whole point of a period, isn't it? Like,
That's what I thought. I thought it was safe sex. I thought it was nature's birth control.
The sweet spot lands right in there somewhere.
Oh,
I'm telling you,
the sweet spot
that's what the rhythm method is.
That's what I thought.
You time it.
Apparently, Chris can't keep a beat.
Yeah, that's what happens when you try to fuck a salsa instructor.
That's what I'm saying. She's got a rhythm, beautiful.
Yeah,
But
she's Gloria Estefan.
And then Murr,
I also don't understand how she feels like she's pregnant after 7 days.
I'm trying to tell him.
But
I don't
actually,
know.
this is
Can
the
you
thing.
feel
You know
it?
how Jimmy the Greek said black people have an extra bone in their ankle?
Yeah.
The Spanish are different with pregnancy.
They do.
Look it up.
She felt it right away.
It's a difference.
She felt it the last time.
She felt it
When my
right
daughter
away.
got pregnant, when she was pregnant with my daughter,
I think she's buying some time so she can figure out her shit because she really
about time she
loves this
plugged
Chris
something.
Distefano.
Yeah.
And then after all this, I go, Chris, what are you plugging today? He plugs her Zumba class.
That was the most pussy whip thing I've ever seen in my life. You're on Opie's show. What are you plugging? Her Zumba class.
Zumba.
My wife who's playing me Zumba's class.
Your pregnant wife.
What the fuck? What happened?
More Zumba.
Where did I go wrong?
Wait, are you married now?
7 days.
No, I'm not married.
In his defense, Zumba is a great class. Zumba
It is.
really, really cutting edge stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good, and it's good. There's a lot of movement in the uterus, so.
Yeah.
Well, that's why when you do aerobic stuff like that, like Zumba, your body reacts differently to pregnancy.
I know.
She probably knows her body better than anyone.
Fuck.
Dude, he wants to get her on an ATV, and
Is Pastrana available?
as part of the
father
Nitro
probably-
Circus Spectacular.
Your father probably said to himself just one thing: do not get a Puerto Rican Zumba class person. Don't get her pregnant.
Don't go. Yeah.
There's Puerto Rican and Zumba in the same sentence.
Yeah.
Your father's head is spinning.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I agree with that.
Unfortunately, we're running out of show, but someone's asking if you could take your fake tooth out. I didn't even know you had a fake tooth.
No, I got it fixed, man. My tooth, one episode, it popped out.
That's all right.
Yeah,
Fucking season 3?
You look like Opie's doppelganger.
I got it fixed. Yeah, I got it fixed.
What happened that it fell out during the show?
You should get your girlfriend fixed. Take his advice. Honey, I'm getting you fixed. I got a Zumba class.
What
Same
happened?
thing. Tooth pops out, baby pops out. Same thing.
fucking thing.
The only difference is his tooth is white. He teed it up. I had a
Fucking
on.
music,
He teed it up. I
really?
had a swing.
The fucking music, really?
Cut that out.
James Murr, of course, promoting Impractical Jokers Live, Nitro Circus Spectacular, Thursday at 8 on True TV. It's going to be live from the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Tickets available?
Yes, sir. You can go get
Okay.
Ticketmaster and get some.
And Q and Joe on the phone. That was nice of you guys to call in. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. Love you.
Opie, we'll get in there. We'll get in there in the next couple of weeks. We'll come on in.
We would love it. We would love it. All right, guys. Thanks.
Artie, good luck tonight, Caroline.
Thanks, guys. Hey, congrats on everything. I love you guys. Be
Yeah,
well.
right on. Artie Lange
Congrats.
Thank you, bud.
just killed it today. Caroline's tonight for the Mitch Hedberg thing.
And Chris Distefano is my little brother. I love him, but come on, we got to talk now.
I know.
Yeah, we got to go have a real talk.
It's crazy
ArtieQuitter.com for everything Artie Lange,
thank you,
including the fucking podcast, which
I
is
love you.
great.
Thank
30 seconds, Eric is saying. Chris Distefano, you got the last 30 seconds.
ChrisDComedy.com. I got penguin T-shirts there with the Hungarian flag on them.
And the Zumba class where?
Yeah, Zumba class, Badass Academy, Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, Monday to Thursday. And then
it's PuertoRicanZumba.com, right?
PuertoRicanZumba.com.
Got it.
It's fucking. It's ruinmysitcomdeal.com. That's where you can find it.
All right, and follow us on Twitter, Opie Show and Opie Radio, and all right, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, Murr. Thanks, Artie. Thanks, Chris Distefano.